We Real Reels.
What's up, guys, and welcome to We Real Reels, the monthly podcast where we review old movies to find out if they were as good as we remember, or if they just lock you into a red. I'm your host, Panda Brandon, and with me is my half-brother, the Grizzlies,
Hey.
And the beautiful Koala Sam.
Hello.
And we are joined once again by Atlas E. Mr. Must Be Nice. This podcast does contain spoilers, and we'll be discussing the movie at length. This is a mature content podcast, so be prepared for harsh language and awkward situations. All sound clips, music, and trailers are only used for review purposes and belong to their respective owners. If you would like to suggest a movie for us to review or for movie 20 questions that we play at the end of every episode, you can email us at werealreels@gmail.com or message us on Instagram at werealreels. You guys ready for this hypothetical?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's called the Red Room Heist. Imagine Connie Nikas is on the run after another botched bank robbery. He needs a high-profile place to lay low and a significant amount of cash to bail his brother Nick out of Rikers Island. Through a series of increasingly chaotic events, Connie manages to steal the identity of a high-end security consultant and finds himself inside the literal Red Room of billionaire Christian Grey. Question.
Okay.
If Connie Nikas was exactly 3 hours, or if he has 3 hours, to manipulate Christian Grey into investing $10,000 into a fake shell corporation before the real security consultant arrives, who wins this psychological power struggle?
Yeah, I think if Mr. Gray was bisexual, Connie would be in those traps, son.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. But honestly, through his, he's been a billionaire, so he's a boss. It's his own company, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he can get manipulated by somebody that don't have that much experience, because he has to be up there arguing. This is the way I want it the whole time. Hey, nothing you can say can make me change my mind type of deal, right? That's how CEOs are.
Well, what they have failed to represent in this movie is that Taylor, the chauffeur, is not just a chauffeur. He is an ex-army. He is essentially his bodyguard. He lives in the penthouse with him. There's cameras everywhere. There's a security detail. There's no way Connie would be able to step foot. Like, he has to put a PIN code into the elevator to even get up to the apartment. Like, there's a specific code for every single employee in person. So he wouldn't even be able to make it into his apartment at all.
Atlas, you got anything?
He didn't even watch the last movie, man. Come on, do your homework, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna, yeah.
He was going to bypass that.
Yeah.
I probably should have, I'm pretty sure. All right, we're not gonna go.
It was a terrible movie. You're
Let's
not
talk
missing
about
that.
the Connie factor. He is a master of street-level manipulation. He uses chaos, physical proximity, and intense emotional pressure to get what he wants. He doesn't care about dignity. He only cares about the clock. And then the Gray factor. He is a master of controlled manipulation. He uses contracts, wealth, and psychological dominance to maintain order. He is used to being the one in charge of the rules of the room.
But again, that's incorrect.
Let me ask you this
Christian
question,
Grey
though.
doesn't matter. Like, he will get dirty. He will fight dirty. He has a shit ton of money. Like, what they
does he know
failed,
how-
he's a fucking stalker. Like, he stalks Anna. Like,
Does he know how to actually fight, though? Cause
Oh yes. Like,
Okay. I don't-
yeah. So
I don't know about the hey, don't
Yeah,
attack
sorry.
me over butts
Sorry.
now, okay? I
This
ain't
movie
with
has
that.
made me so fucking mad.
Okay.
So he does kickboxing. Like, he can fight. He
What about-
does not like guns, but again, Taylor, he has a gun. So
There's a twist. Mid-negotiation, Connie realizes that Christian isn't just a wealthy mark. He's just as broken as the people Connie usually exploits. Does Connie lean into a fake submissive persona to get the money? Or does his frantic energy cause Christian's carefully constructed world to crumble? Who walks out of the penthouse with the upper hand? The man who owns everything? Or the man who has nothing left to lose?
Connie would go in a body bag. Like, again,
He beat up a
not
security
smart.
guard.
It don't matter.
Yeah. From Somalia.
No, he's not even near Gray's level or his employees' levels.
Well, let's find out what you've been doing and what you're going to do.
Hey, watch it, pal. What have you been doing? What are you gonna do, huh?
Let's start off with Atlas. We ain't heard from him in a while, man. What have you been doing? And what you gonna do next month?
What have I been doing? Working.
Oh, wow.
A lot. Seems like anyway. Seems like it'll still be the case for the rest of the year. Played a few video games. I recently downloaded Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh,
with
wow.
all the DLC.
Okay.
Avatar.
Oh, the
Brandon's
Last
favorite
Airbender
franchise.
That's right, the Last Airbender.
Frontiers of Pandora and all its DLC. I can download the Star Wars Outlaws and all its DLC.
Dang.
Yeah, haven't played either one of them yet.
Oh, wow. You just download games.
Yeah, because, Mr. Panda Brandon and Grizz here. Get on Toxic Commando.
Hey.
Get on that Toxic Commando.
Hey, baby.
Get on
Great
it.
time that night, man.
Saw a few movies, some with the crew, some without. Saw this movie called Exit 8 last week.
How was it?
Pretty good. Pretty doggone good, actually.
Anything like the game?
Better than the game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has a lot more depth and
Than just
a lot
walking down
more
a hall?
creepiness factor to it. And I immediately went home and I was like, I think this was based on a game. And it was.
How about that?
It'll probably be streaming on Hulu. I think
Next
Hulu
week.
gets Neon. What else have I been doing? What other movies? Super Mario Galaxy, The Bride. I would prefer not to talk about that movie again. No, it was an alright movie. It was a movie. It was nothing to, you see it, you saw it. That's it.
True.
Yeah, what else? I don't know. I kind of didn't have it on the, I expect you to come to me first.
Oh, wow.
So, what am I going to do? We're going to work.
Like you've been doing.
Yeah.
Sounds like the same.
There's going to be some more work. There's going to be some more movies. Probably Michael next weekend.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm not sure the crew wants to go see that, but I don't know how do you feel about biopics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On their faces, that's a no.
When Street Fighter come out?
I think it's
This weekend?
no.
Wow.
I was about to say they would not be here right now.
I think it's June, July, or August, one of those in summer month. Got a couple cruises semi-planned.
Ooh.
Virgin Voyages in June, probably Carnival in July.
Hey.
Right after
Carnival.
my yearly venture to New Orleans and Essence Fest.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
We got some great vacations set up.
It's up in the air. I just hadn't pulled the trigger. They kind of,
Do it.
That's what happens when you're single with no
do
kids.
it. Do it.
Do whatever you want to, Just leave.
And no animals too, so you don't have to worry about that either.
Yeah.
Grizz, what you been up to?
I'm gonna keep on going with the video game section of this. Is that other than Toxic Commando, you guys know that I have a long list because of this trucking stuff that I haven't been able to get to, such as Assassin's Creed Shadows. I haven't done Ghost of Yote. I wanted to play that Spider-Man 2. But right now, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it everywhere on the internet, is that Crimson Desert. Boy. Love it.
Oh, you played?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
This is so great, bro.
I don't think it's for me. But
It's for him, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Because that's the only thing I've been talking to him about. Man, I just did this. I need some gold bars. I went to the bank. I did this. I got stuck in this little death loop.
Uh-oh.
Where like I try to get to this town and I can't get out of it. So I'm like, I quit. I'm going to just go somewhere. So I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. But, hey. But in this game, you can do everything you ever wanted to do in any game, bro. It's great. I love it.
get your dragon mount yet?
No. I just started. I'm probably like 15 hours in or something like that. And I don't even think I left the main like area whenever you start. I don't know. But it's great. I recommend it to anybody listening. You guys definitely. But the Toxic Commando, I really, really, really like that one too.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, it was a good idea, wasn't it, man?
It's great, especially when you put it on especially when you put it on like hard or very hard.
Oh man,
and all this stuff starts happening. Oh man,
we're screaming like bitches.
Whenever you're drinking, if you're drinking and you're playing this game, dude, it's so much fun playing with all your friends, and you ain't gotta deal with all the people that's taking this too serious. I hate those type of stuff.
Yeah, them goons come up, start taking people out, bro. We just like, hey, gooning me, hey, gooning.
I got choke slammed off a radio tower. It's crazy. But other than that, like he said, working. Working, yeah. And we got a cruise coming up, so I've been paying on that. I'm trying to get a couple of excursions going on there. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on a drink package.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know it's expensive, but screw it.
Are you trying to be a little shady with it where you got an underage person so you don't have to pay? Okay.
No, if anything, I might give it to my mom or somebody. like every now and again, but that's it. Otherwise, I'm still doing my thing, losing weight. I feel like I haven't had sugar other than with this soda I'm about to drink now. I haven't done that in about 3 or 4 weeks. And last time I think I was 20 pounds down.
20 to 25 pounds, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm about 32 down.
That's
right
awesome.
now.
Nice.
Yeah,
With just eating?
Just eating.
Okay.
Not doing it like other than, trucking. So
Yeah.
climbing up on the loads and stuff and doing all. But yeah, it's great.
That's awesome.
So I plan on batting down the hatches on my diet even more, being more restrictive. I have been doing fasting, but I'm going to do that a little longer and get ready for this cruise, man. And my anniversary is coming up next month. And I already started planning my birthday. I started a little family night thing. Yep. So yeah, I got everything planned. I'm just ready to go and get it done, man.
Go on.
Okay, Panda, Grizz, Kay, and I went to the House of Cards in Nashville. That was so much fun. The food was really good, very pricey, but the magic show and the side shows were extremely impressive. I still want to know how they did it. Like, I'm still thinking about it and be like, how did these motherfuckers do this? I am officially in the 3rd trimester and I'm just exhausted all the time. I am done pretty much by Wednesday with the work week, working full time, running errands and all that stuff. Working out is just walking and stretching at this point. The cub has hit a rough spot with the new baby coming. He is asking if we still love him and when she comes. So there's been a week where he was just really emotional. So it's just trying to get him back into the flow of things and just getting him reset. And then also he was sick. So this month's been kind of a little rough with all that. What I will do next month, the month of May is going to be super crazy busy. It's the last full month before the baby girl comes. So going to try and knock out whatever I can on the to-do list, get the house ready for the baby. I do have baby appointments now every 2 weeks. And then I have a dentist appointment, a yearly physical. And then our cub has a medal ceremony for tumbling and his pre-K graduation. We also have the baby shower, have a wedding to go to. So it's just a shit ton. It's a very full month. So it's just got to make sure everything gets done. So yeah.
Well, that is all right.
And out of breath.
Well, I did most of the stuff that you did. Went to House of Cards. Pretty cool magic tricks. There was a mind reading trick that was just crazy. I'm still thinking people were planning in the audience, man. I don't know.
For real.
There was so much magic in the air. There was a piano player there that wasn't there. He was a spirit. And you can go up and request songs from it, and it would start playing if it knew what the song was. So that was pretty cool. Grayson stories. I got a few Grayson stories. He has been outrageous this month. Yeah, he has been sick. I'd say so. He had a little bit of diarrhia in his sickness. And I was getting him out of the shower one time, and he was like, "Gotta fart," and he was like, "Pfft." I was like, "Oh my god!" I said, "Do you need to the restroom?" He said, "Nope, just gotta fart." And he did it again. And then at that time, he dropped the towel and jumped out of the tub and sat on the toilet. So yeah, he had to go. It was terrible. But for Easter, we had a big Easter get together. It was pretty awesome. Egg hunting. Everybody had a good time. Easter Bunny even came. We got pictures with the Easter Bunny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so extra special there for the kids. Grayson got a tablet for Easter to, focus on ABC Mouse, a bunch of learning stuff. He's got like an hour a day. He can use that. And one night, Koala was out with a friend, and he was like, "Can I get on my tablet?" And I was like, "Sure, go ahead and go get it." He's like, "But it's way up on the cat tower." Like looking at me like he climbs the damn cat tower all the time. Like this is just something special to him. And he stops and goes, "Wait a minute, I like climbing the cat tower." Mm-hmm. And he just goes and gets it. Like it's just a little dude like this talking like this. It just blows my mind because you start with nothing. You start with da and then now he's gotten concepts in his head and he's thinking, making ideas. This morning, he on the way to school, he was like, he was saying he's gonna beat up somebody, and I was like, well, how about I punch you in the face? And he was like, well, I'll throw you out of the earth. And I was like, what? Why would you do that? So I can smack you back down. And I said, that don't even make sense. And he pauses for a second. He goes, "Makes sense to me."
He's been playing some Injustice. I'm pretty sure that was one of the ultras or whatever in there.
I believe it. Well, we took him to Mario movie. It was awesome. Really enjoyed the Mario movie. Last story is I changed my oil.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, thought I changed my oil. Thought everything was good. Started the car up here and this didn't tighten the dang oil filter down enough. It's just spraying oil everywhere, all over the driveway. It was terrible. So I had to fix that, but now it's better.
The gravel is not. It is a huge pile. Like a.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, oh, I'll put some like cat litter on it to like mix it up. No, it's like half of the freaking area that I'm like, that's gonna be like 5 containers worth of.
Oh yeah.
You're just logged on.
Yeah.
So every time you do a great story, I think I'll do a great story because
Oh gosh.
yeah, this was just simple because he hears me and him have a conversation all the time, and we always start our conversations with we answer the phone, hello. No, it ain't even hello. It's bruh. And that's it. And so like I call him or he calls me or something. I hear Grayson, bruh. I immediately start laughing. And then he's like, what you doing, bro? I'm like, bro, you sound just like your dad, bro. I said, what's up, man? He's like, we gonna play some zombies? I'm like, bro, you know we gonna play some zombies. Like, bro, we gonna get on some zombies? I'm like, bro, I just answered it. Like, come on. Yeah.
Well, that's all right, man. Let's go ahead and move into our next segment of Grizzlies, Anime and Arms.
It's over 9,000.
Alrighty, since we're doing such a sexualized movie, we are going to go with something called a harem anime. And I describe harem animes as, so there's a man or a teen boy who is the main protagonist, and for one reason or another, surrounded by beautiful women. They're drawn to him, they love him, and they try to fight for his affection. It could be strength, it could be looks, it could be weakness, it could be he looks, whatever, you know. And so this one is called, man, I can never, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna butcher this. Arifureta?
It's Alueta.
It's Arifureta?
Don't put it on me.
Or Ari Fuerza, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. From commonplace to world's strongest. And it's a pretty popular isekai, is what they call it. And isekais, as you guys know, is when somebody dies or they're teleported to a new world. So they're normal high school students, like always. They get teleported to a new land that has magic. And it follows a guy named Hajime, and he is summoned to this random world to get these guys to like better this other world. So there's kings and queens and stuff that they have to meet to try to, you know, go about the government. When he's summoned, he has the weakest power of everybody in his class, right? And so they bully him for it. And one guy hates the fact that he's in love, or that this girl that he likes is in love with Hajime. So he leads to that guy's death. So they think they kill him, but he's not. He has this power, and it is called Synergist, which is a transmutation little property. So he can transmutate this with that and then make this. So he makes a new arm, he gets a new eye, and he starts getting strong as crap. I'm not gonna cuss yet because I don't know if that YouTube timer came up yet. And so as he's doing this, he meets like, you know, anime beautiful women and going through and taking care of business. And it's Hajime as the protagonist, Yue as a vampire, which she claims to be like 100, 200, 300 years old, right? But she looks fucking 12. Cie or Shie, who is the, you know, stereotypical like big chested, powerful beast lady. And there's Tio, who is a perverted, shape-shifting dragon. And they go out and just start causing carnage around the world, trying to make it a better place, and how they're going to do it because they don't listen to any authority now that he's almost died. This is probably one of my favorite isekai movies. I mean, not movies. They do have a movie, but this is one of my favorite ones because the disrespect to authority that he has to put up with, because he knows he's one of the strongest people in the world now, and he's you don't have to like do everything that they say.
How about that?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's nice.
What's the first harem anime you watched? E?
I'm pretty sure. I don't believe I ever watched any.
Oh dang! I remember one
Harem?
come on.
Harem.
Yeah, one of them come on Toonami a long time ago. It was called Tenchi in Tokyo, I think. One girl was like a beast girl. There was one space princess, and then there was some other girl, and he was just like a college student or something. That's the only one I remember. He had a rat tail, I believe, but it was an old Toonami one. That's all I remember. Nothing. Well, thanks, Grizz. Let's move on to Panda Tales.
Sit back and prepare yourself for Panda Tales.
Did y'all hear the April Fool's wolf? Very scary. Well, welcome back to another edition of Panda Tales. Now, we've all seen the movies. We've seen the high-rise penthouse, the sharp suits, and the infamous Red Room of Christian Grey. It's glossy, it's Hollywood, and let's be honest, it's a bit of fantasy. But what if I told you that in the real world, the Red Room isn't a romantic plot point? It's a police report. Let's look at a case of Howard Rubin. This isn't a fan fiction character. He was a heavy hitter on Wall Street, and just like our friend Mr. Grey, Rubin had a penthouse in Manhattan, right near Central Park. But inside, investigators found a room that mirrored the movie with terrifying precision. It was soundproofed, it was filled with professional grade restraints, and the walls, they were literally painted blood red. But here's where the movie magic stops and the Panda tale gets dark. In the films, there's a sense of safe, sane, and consensual. In Rubin's real-life Red Room, that line was crossed. By 2025, the fantasy collapsed into federal sex trafficking charges and millions in legal judgments. It turns out, real-life billionaires don't always play by the rules of a script. Then you've got the contracts. In 50 Shades, Anna signs the NDA and behavioral agreement like it's a standard lease. In the real world, groups like, it's NXIVM, sure that's Roman numerals for something, took that concept to a cult-like extreme. They used collateral, basically blackmail material, as a binding contract to ensure total obedience. It wasn't about romance, it was about racketeering. And if you're wondering if those BDSM contracts actually hold up in court, the short answer, no. You can't legally contract away your safety, whether it's the Jovanovic case or modern presidents. The law says your well-being is non-negotiable, no matter what you sign in a penthouse. So next time you're watching the movie and you see that sleek elevator door open to a world of luxury and control, just remember, real life is usually messier. The contracts don't protect you, and the Red Room usually ends with a gavel, not a sequel. I'm Panda Brandon, and this has been Panda Tales. Keep it real.
I thought you was going to talk about the other one, Uncle Elroy's dungeon that he had.
I'm sure that was all consensual. Yeah, he had a mask and a genie lamp and all kind of weird shit in there. But let's move on to our movie review. But before we do, we always like to enjoy our movie review with a nice adult beverage.
Gonna need it for this one.
And in the world of cinema, the classics are timeless. In the world of whiskey, the standard was set in 1792. Named for the year Kentucky joined the Union, this isn't just bourbon, it's an invitation to the front row. 1792 is a small batch masterpiece, crafted with a high rye mash bill that delivers a sophisticated, spicy kick. Imagine the scent of rich butterscotch and delicate vanilla, followed by a palette of bold fruit and toasted oak. It's complex, full-bodied performance that finishes with a smooth, lingering spice, just like the final act of a legendary noir thriller. Whether you're breaking down a cult classic or debating the merits of a forgotten sequel, raise a glass to the bold 1792 bourbon. Distinctive, sophisticated, unapologetically bold. Available at your local spirit shop. Please enjoy responsibly. Key tasting notes for the 1792, the aroma is butterscotch, vanilla, and ginger. The palate is caramel, fruit, and a distinct rye spice. And the finish, smooth, dry, and elegant. Couldn't find any movies that this alcohol was in, but that's all right.
Nice.
Are reviewing 50 Shades of Grey. Where to watch, currently streaming on Netflix as of March 2026. It is also available to rent or buy on platforms like Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Google Play, Physical Digital, stuff like that, voodoo. The director was Sam Taylor Johnson. She also directed Nowhere Boy, A Million Little Pieces, Back to Black, and TV episodes of Gypsy, Solos, and Hunters.
Never seen any of those.
This movie is starring Dakota Johnson as Anastasia Anna Steele, Jamie Dornan as Christian Grey, Marcia Gay Harden as Grace Trevelyan Gray, whoever that is, Jennifer Eel as Carla Wilkes, and Louise Mumford as Kate
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh.
Something like that. Kavagnh or something like that.
Yeah, Kavanaugh.
It was released February 13th, 2015, which was Valentine's Day weekend. Other movies that were released in the same month of 2015 were American Sniper,
Yay.
Paddington, SpongeBob SquarePants Sponge Out of Water,
Hey.
Jupiter Ascending,
Hey.
Hot Tub Time Machine 2,
Hey.
Focus,
Hey.
Kingsman: The Secret Service,
Nice.
and The Lazarus Effect.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I just say that one for last, man.
This movie made $570 million worldwide on a $40 million budget, and the plot follows this.
I'm gonna say every single one of those were probably disappointed.
The story follows Anastasia Steele, a 21-year-old English literature student who goes to an interview with the wealthy, enigmatic business tycoon Christian Grey as a favor to her roommate. What begins as a professional encounter quickly sparks a mutual, intense attraction. As they begin a relationship, Anna discovers that Christian is not interested in a traditional hearts and flowers romance. Instead, he introduces her to his world of BDSM. That's bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism. I got it right. Presenting her with a non-disclosure agreement and a formal contract to become his submissive. The film explores Anna's hesitation and curiosity as she navigates Christian's red room of pain and his emotional trauma, while Christian struggles with his need for control and his growing feelings for Anna. The story concludes on a cliffhanger when Anna, overwhelmed by the intensity of Christian's lifestyle and his refusal to open up emotionally, decides to leave him.
Well, that just summed up the whole entire movie.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
get to
it.
watch it.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Yeah, oh my God.
Real.
So this is just an interview for the newspaper. I just have a couple of questions.
Mr. Gray will see you now.
What was he like? He was polite, intense, smart, really intimidating. Do you have any interests outside of work?
What about you? I'd like to know more about you.
There's really not much to know about me. Look at me.
I am.
To what do you owe your success?
I exercise control in all things, Miss Steele.
It must be really boring.
I'm incapable of leaving you alone.
Then don't.
I had a rough start in life. You should steer clear of me. I don't do romance. My tastes are very singular. You wouldn't understand.
Enlighten me then.
All right, we start off with Anastasia Steele doing a favor for her sick roommate. She has to interview this billionaire, Christian Grey. She's super clumsy. I like that right there.
That was perfect.
She literally trips into his office on her face. Not a great first impression. Grey is intense, kind of creepy, and starts asking her questions instead of the other way around. He's basically tracking her every move from the jump. It was about the time she put the pencil to her mouth is when he got the feeling, I guess, that he needed to pursue her. He offers a internship, and she says that she don't think she would fit in here. But she says, "Look at me." And he says, "I am." And that's when I'm thinking in my head, like he's had these beautiful tens all the time. You know, that's what's walking around the office. These hotties. And
Well, they're all blonde.
he sees this 5 or 6 come in, and he's like, you know what?
Oh, damn.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna break this bitch. And he ends up taking a paper out of her book before she gets onto the elevator that she didn't even notice. And when she's on the elevator, she looks at him. They look at each other. She says his name. He says hers, and the elevator door closes.
So they kind of already failed at getting both of their personalities. I think they did decently on Anna with the whole clumsiness, but I don't think it hit on how nervous she was. And then also for him, he only had like 2 emotions. Like, I feel like he was trying to be all stern like, but in the book, he already ran through like 5 or 6 emotions. Like, she is already super attracted to him. They've already had like this mad chemistry, but I feel like they failed at getting that chemistry together.
I mean, which emotions are you seeing? Because it, like, at fresh eyes, I haven't read the book. I don't read books. I'm not gonna ever read a book again. But after the last time, you know, what do you see? Because I've seen curiosity, lust, and
I don't know. I guess the look on his face is just so neutral, I guess. Like, I feel like I just get intense from him from these scenes. But
Yeah.
in the book, it's more of like he smiles, he smirks, he jokes with her, he's serious with her, he's very controlling already. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I do have the version in my head that when I see him playing it, I'm just like, he's already like failing at it. So that's why I wanted at the end of the movie to see what y'all's viewpoint was, because I think they've completely butchered everything.
Okay. Well, I guess that was completely off the book. Then there was no issues. Let's move into the hardware store. Anna's back at her job at the hardware. Good old, what'd you work at? Some kind of like
Clayton's.
Good old Ace Hardware.
Clayton's hardware store.
Ace is the place for the happy hardware, folks.
Hey,
Guess who shows up? Gray. And he's buying the most suspicious serial killer starter kit.
man.
Well, can we talk about that awkward scene? Like, she walks and then he's just standing at the end of the aisle. Like, he's just standing there. Like, that just seemed weird.
And then Michael Myers kind of vibe going on.
Like, in the book, she was at the cash register when he first came in, and she was surprised by him. So she ended up being like, "Oh, what can I help you with?" And then it flowed naturally this way. But like, this scene is just like, he's fucking creepy at the end of the aisle, just stalking.
Wait a minute. That wasn't in the book.
Wasn't in the book. You should hear that.
That's funny.
Well, now we move on to the photo shoot and the coffee. Anna's friend needs photos of Gray for the school paper. He agrees, but only if Anna shows up. Afterward, they go for coffee. He's very, stay away from me, I'm dangerous. But then immediately tells her to get in his car. Mixed signals are all over the place here.
Wait a minute. That wasn't in the book.
Okay, so the whole coffee scene, oh my god, this is gonna be ridiculous. Y'all gonna hate this at the end of this fucking thing.
We got 48.
This is. If we don't get 1 million views because of this shit, oh my god.
Okay, so the coffee scene did decently, but the thing is that like, he was so hot and cold, but in the book they were communicating and talking and asking questions, and then she kind of got weird vibes about it. So she's like, hey, I gotta go, like, I gotta study, got finals coming up. But he ended up being like, in the movie, like, I'm not good for you or whatever. It didn't seem like she wanted to leave in the movie like it was the book.
Yeah,
So,
he's like, what'd he say? He's like something like, I'm not the man you think I am, or something like that. Trying to be mysterious. Trying to be like,
who are you, Daredevil?
trying to be like
Right.
Robert Pattinson in those damn Twilight movies.
I mean,
And also, did he sound Irish when he said steer
we'll get to that
clear?
later.
Car.
Yeah, he kind of seemed a little Irish when he said that.
She was like, what was that? Nothing.
Did you talk about the fact that she almost got ran over by a bike?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, then I got a little change of that too. So get to that point.
Well, let's talk about the accident and the bar.
What the hell? You completely... She almost got ran over by a bike, which in the movie, she didn't even look both ways. Like, it was weird. But in the book, she ended up going into the garage, and she was so overwhelmed and confused because at this point she's just like enthralled with him and very attracted to him. That was the first time that she cried because she was so like emotional about it. So yeah. Oh, well, she felt humiliated.
Oh, damn. Say it. Oh,
Sorry.
man.
Humiliated? Humiliated. Okay.
Dang.
She
Humiliated.
felt rejected too. That's why she cried. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, she had a lot of humidity.
Clayton.
What?
Clayton. We reviewed Tarzan.
Hey.
The accident and the bar. Anna goes out for drinks after graduation.
Hey.
Yeah, gets a little buzzed and calls Gray. He shows up at the bar out of nowhere. Total stalker vibes. He was able to track
That's
it down.
crazy. Okay, you're a billionaire. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
She almost gets hit by a bike.
No,
and
that was not that scene.
He saves her.
No, that's
And then
not
she
that
faints.
scene. She didn't get
And then
hit
she
by
wakes
a
up in the
bike.
hotel
Oh my god, that is
the
not
next
happening.
morning. But then nothing happened.
The bike scene was right after the coffee scene.
Oh, my bad. Well, yeah, she gets all drunk. And Christian almost gets in a fight with,
Jose.
Jose.
Okay, this scene's...
Jose.
Ugh.
Wait a minute. That wasn't in the book.
Okay, I'm gonna... I'm gonna combine the bathroom, the Jose kissing scene, and the bar scene. She calls Gray to see why he sent the books, and she's confused why he tells her to leave him alone, but he just doesn't leave her alone. He keeps trying to see where she is at, but she's too drunk and giggly. This is where you learn that he does have stalking tendencies. He's able, because he's so rich that he got his security advisor to be able to track her phone. That's how he was able to find it. Jose does come out and ask if Anna needs help. They do both agree that they drank too much. Jose says, Anna, you know I like you, and tries to lean in for a kiss. She does say no several times, and then Gray's in the shadows, and he said, I think the lady said no. But in the movie, he just comes and shoves Jose. He doesn't have to physically touch this man. Just him saying no, backs Jose off.
Oh, Jose is a coward.
Yeah. The bar scene part, he makes Anna drink a large glass of water, and then once that's done, he takes her on the dance floor to get her to Kate and Elliot, Elliot is Christian's brother. So yeah.
Yeah, that was, and she wakes up in his hotel room, and she's got different clothes on. So she's like, how did I get out of these clothes? And he's like, yeah, I changed it, but that's all that happened.
Sure.
Snap some mental pics, didn't you? So he decides to take her on a helicopter ride to Seattle to go see Grey's Anatomy.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, he went with something. Yep, and then he tells her about this contract, this non-disclosure agreement between her and him that she can't talk to anyone about them in any way.
So I was wondering why you would need something like this, but if you're this world-renowned billionaire and every single person that you date or have sex with wants to gossip to E or whatever, I'm like, okay, I got you, yeah.
Entertainment tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Tasha K.
Yeah. This.
Anastasia says that I would never talk to anyone about us.
And then our best friend is a fucking journalist, so sorry. Go ahead.
But Christian knows, he knows what he does. That's why he does. He's a billionaire. He got to make that contract. She asks, are you going to make love to me? And after she signs the contract.
No, not the contract, just the NDA, which is a non-disclosure form, which means she can't talk to anybody about anything regarding them.
This thing that he's about to say, I've always wanted to say to somebody.
She says, are you going to make love to me? And he says two things. One, I don't make love. I fuck hard.
This is so awkward.
That's a bar,
and
boy.
And she says, and the second? And he says, come. And he shows her the red room.
And then she just... wets all over the place.
And makes it clear that he does this with women consensually and that they want him to do it. He shows her all kinds of whips and chains, all kinds of stuff.
Floggers.
Leather suits and damn, he could have been Batman. This is a bad Batman is what it is. He got all the leather that Batman has.
Robert Pattinson. I told you, this dude is Robert Pattinson.
He just uses it for different reasons. But she's like, you're a sadist. And he tells her that he rewards people for listening to his rules and he punishes them for not listening to his rules. And she says, what do I get out of this? And he says, me. Then he says, this is the way he is, and that they have to be honest with each other for this to work. And there's a very detailed contract on what you would be willing to try during sex and what you wouldn't be able to do. Anastasia tells him that she is a virgin. I believe he gets a little excited about that. And
how has no one found you yet or something like that?
Did y'all notice that these fucking people are sitting on the floor? This is supposed to be a billionaire and they're sitting on the floor. There's a casualty over there.
You ain't never lusted after somebody so much that you was just like, screw the bed, let's do it right here.
Nah, bro. The floor is a billionaire.
Yeah.
The floor costs more than our motherfucking house.
Hey,
they can sit on that floor.
There's $20,000 alpaca. You blocked it.
Well, I think he gets a little excited about the little virgin talk, and he sees her body and the lip biting and begins to make out with her. And she asks, what are you doing? And he says, rectifying the situation. And he makes sweet love to her.
Hey, hold on real quick. Before we do this, Koala Sam, you are... How old was you when you was a V? You were 18.
Well, she's like 22
Whatever.
or 21,
You're 18.
22 in this movie. Or
this is the
character.
earliest age, okay? You're 18. and you've never even got to second base with a guy. And so you go to work, in this big city, and you get a billionaire. Billionaire. And he wants to do all of this stuff to you as a V. How much are you complaining about this shit? Do you care? Number 2. And are you going to let him stick it up your beehole?
I don't like pain, but also I don't have the same personality because that's another thing that's missed in this movie. The book, she hated him spending money on her, so she didn't even care that he was a fucking billionaire.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about you.
Me? Yeah, he's flaunting on some money. I think I could deal with a little pain, even though I hate pain.
So all you need is some money.
I mean, money is a big motivator.
You need to borrow some money?
I might need a borrow.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, when they're done, he decides he's going to play the fucking piano.
Well, did you guys know? Did you guys notice?
One line, man.
Well, you're missing the sex scene. So
I'm gonna spit my shit out, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But when he takes her pants off, the lighting, I really wish that they would have done different lighting because you can see her area-ass legs.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
And I was like, wait, why couldn't they just shave her legs?
She don't shave.
So this, I don't think that's like actual hair, but it's
like that peach fuzzy stuff.
Yeah, peach fuzz stuff.
But if she would have just recently shaved, like you wouldn't have seen that at all.
Because people be doing that. They be on TikTok or something like that. They put like baby powder on their face. Mm-hmm. Like it looks like you got a normal face, but then they put baby powder and then
a whole bunch of peach fuzz.
Wait a minute, that wasn't in the book.
Okay, so in the book, he's supposed to be furious because he just showed her this red room of pain. And he's so shocked that she's a virgin, confused that how she made it this long of being a virgin. But so at this point, Gray states she can go home at any time. She doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to. She says she wouldn't do anything she wouldn't want to, but in her mind, she doesn't feel the conviction because she's already falling in love with him. The sex scene, she's a bit shy in the first time with the man seeing her fully naked, but he's in awe of her, gives her first orgasm with just playing with her boobs. He does keep his shirt on, which they missed that in the move. Her boobs, her nipples. Yeah.
Oh, she got boobs in her. I was wondering what the hell.
She's got smaller, she's got like A-B cups, and they did keep that normal in the movie.
Hey, hold on, stop. I don't know if this is a turn on for people to watch these sex scenes that's in this movie.
It's not because it's like massively weird and inaccurate.
I don't know, but I'm saying this truly.
Long balls.
I didn't even get a wiggle.
Not even a wiggle. Not a wiggle. I'm out.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, man. The motherfucker got started playing the piano. Oh my God. Dang, we're the hour in.
She does ask why he has his shirt on. He takes it off, but the next round is doggy style, so she does not touch him. But at that point, he's already saying, "You are mine, only mine."
Doggy style in the first time?
Yeah. No. He had missionary. No. So she had 3 or 4 orgasms. She had it with the nipples, and then they did missionary, and then after that, they did doggy style. So he's going through all the basic positions.
Yeah, he's trying to get through about 5 years of experience.
Yeah.
Well, he plays the piano, wakes her up from her sleep after getting dicked down, and they do it again. She starts making him breakfast, and she asks him after he sneaks up on her, "Are you hungry?" And he says, "Very." And she says, "I'm making pancakes, making bacon pancakes."
Take the bacon, they put it as a pancake. Question I got is, when the last time you digged down a girl and she just made you breakfast?
Yeah, damn it. They have a nice bath together in the morning, and I get the vibe of the Trinity Killer from Dexter. as he was holding her in the bathtub, he asked her, "Do you trust me?" And I was like, "Oh shit, he gonna cut her wrist or something." But I also got the vibe of, "Do you trust me?" Like Aladdin.
Yay.
And Jazz. And I'm getting this magical feel. And then he goes and gets a tie and ties her wrists together. So the magic goes away. And now I'm disturbed. He tells her to say yes as he's about to go down there to, do his business. But then he hears his mother calling. He just has to go talk to his mom, go meet with his mom. And Anastasia comes down and the mom really likes her and invites her to a family gathering later on.
Nice.
But this is where Christian tries to...
No, he tries to kick her out of the apartment because he's like, aren't you supposed to call before you just show up? So I can have your goons to, she's like push me away or whatever. And she's like, you gotta come see me sometime, or whatever the hell she said.
And then he tries to get her, Anastasia, to sign the contract. But she's not so sure about it.
No, wait, I feel like we're skipping over.
Oh, we're skipping
a lot, but it's fine.
We're getting through it.
I feel like we're skipping over his mother coming in there. And who is Anna?
Anna's the girl.
I'm saying, but like when her mother comes in there, what is the time lapse here? I feel like it's only like a few days have gone by, maybe a week.
Since they first met, or?
Yeah, maybe 2. And his mother crashes his place.
I feel like this is the type of thing that's like...
And then she's just like, oh, hey, Anna. Huh? Come to dinner tonight? What?
This is the type of thing where she's like, I feel like he's like, okay, he's never brought a girl around to mom, right? But
yes,
she's like, I never get to see my son. I'm gonna just show up. And then she was expecting, okay, like let's go to dinner or whatever, lunch or whatever she said. But she was like, oh, you actually have a girl? What the hell is going on? And then she was surprised about it. So
and probably happy.
Yeah, but happy too. And so she's like, oh, if this is the first girl you let me meet. Period, because he could have been like, Anastasia, stay here. Do not fucking move. I do not want you to meet my mom yet. If he was that controlling, he could have done that.
It's the origins of the gay rumor in the book.
Yes, so did you hit that in the interview that was one of the questions that she asked? Okay, so in the book, yes, the whole... That's gonna take too damn long. So in the book, the mother and the whole family does think that he is gay, which they would have been fine with it, but they've never met any person. So, and also he's normally good about answering phones, emails, things like that. She tried to contact beforehand and he didn't answer. So she kind of got a little worried. So she just stopped by. And then also he doesn't ever have any company over. So like she wasn't concerned about it.
And he apparently doesn't sleep late.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing with the whole piano scene. He couldn't sleep because he has nightmares. So that's why he was up in the middle of the night playing the piano, because he has
nightmares.
Yeah.
We need that later.
Yep. And then also for this scene,
I was just saying, that it makes it, there's context now.
Yeah, and they
but it's just
missed
like,
it.
Who are you? And I'm just gonna invite you to dinner. Like,
well, he's going over the contract, and she is asking questions like, so I don't get dates, movies. She has to sleep in a separate room, and he says that room is more about pleasure than you know. And she starts to play around and says that she will hold on to her free will a little longer. And
well, you kind of get the sassiness, but I feel like she kind of like...
Yeah, she's playing around with him. And she says she wants to go home. And they go down to the garage and they're getting into a car. And she's like, oh, wow, which one is yours? And he says, all of them. And they started driving back to wherever they're from. They stop at some national park. And she starts to question him about when the first time he was a submissive. And she said he said that he was 15 and tells her about his dominant Mrs. Robinson. He downloaded
for 6 years.
Wow.
And that was his mother's friend that seduced him at age 15.
15 to 20.
And he says that he has never taken anyone in the helicopter, never had sex in his own bed, only with her. And as they approach her apartment, he gives her the contract and says, I hope you say yes. I do have to point out that when she said goodbye, she closed the door by pushing the window of the car. You never touch the window of a sports car.
Wait a minute.
Ah, my God.
That wasn't
I know.
in the book.
is so annoying. So he did not drive her to the woods to talk. That's really fucking creepy. Like, who does that? This is where you find like the what, when, how conversation. In the book, he did take her to a place to eat. He does order the drinks and she's like exasperated that she wanted something else, but he did end up opening up to her that he has never had vanilla sex before. Says one of his mother's friends seduced him at age 15 and she had a very particular taste, was her sub for 6 years, never dated anybody in college, didn't want to or need to, plus she would have beaten the shit out of him if he did. He does smile fondly at the memory. She's extremely overwhelmed with this bombshell of news of him being sexually abused as a adolescent.
In guy speak, that's fucking dope as shit, bro. Ain't that shit? You got a fucking old bitch. Yeah.
Fucking pedophile. That's
Looking
what
out,
that is.
like looking out it. I mean, especially now, bro. How many teachers have you seen just messing with just boys all the time? Shit, if it would have been Brandon or something back in the day, shit, but
I won't be fucking with him after. I'd be like, what the hell's wrong with you?
The tides have kind of turned on. We're trying to, paradigm is shifting on our thoughts that we should have about thoughts that, it's like, it's just as weird as an older man. Going after.
I mean, I'm saying that's great, but I'm saying if your best friend messing with the best looking teacher in the whole school,
I'm wrong with that teacher.
But hey, let me tell you something.
Teacher is also a weirdo.
100%.
And that's true. I'm not saying that's not true, but you gotta say your best friend doing the best looking teacher in the whole school. Yeah. You congratulating them.
So I
if
think
you're a good friend, you ain't snitching either, mother.
So I think what they missed in the movie is the fact that he's never had normal sex. Like, never just, it's always been a dom sub, him being the sub, and then add-ons and things like that. So he's never had a relationship, nothing normal. So he doesn't know, and she's never been in a relationship. Like, she's never been attracted to somebody enough to be in a relationship.
So let me ask this then. So she's a virgin. Mm-hmm. He is this sexual devil. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to get her to sign the thing so he can take her to the red room. Mm-hmm. So he's just like, okay, well, this is her first time. I might as well take it easy. And that's how it works out in the book too.
So what they missed in the movie is that he was doing basic training with her. So the missionary, the doggy style, oral skills, like going down the list and then trying
oral skills. That wasn't in the movie.
I know. That was in the bathroom scene. Like, they completely missed out a whole bunch of stuff. And then he's adding in the whole, like, tying her hands, like, soft things to get her trust and to kind of like, dip her toes into the...
You call tying your hands off?
I mean, compared to everything else that he wants to do, yeah.
Anal fisting?
Yeah.
She gets home and her roommate says that she looks different. She has a new laptop from Christian where I guess they can communicate, and then she reads over the contract which says that she can't be with nobody but her dominant and a bunch of other stuff about submissions, have to listen to the dominant, and then she has to stay healthy. She can only eat so many foods. It's just a very detailed contract about what she can and can't do, a safe word, how much pain she can take, what she can't do. She messaged him that it was nice to know him and it was fun while it lasted, saying that she is done with that, but then he shows up at her apartment and does all this freaky shit and just fucks the shit out of her again. And he's done. He asked her, what are you doing? Well, when he's done, he asked her, what are you doing to me? He gets up and leaves, and she says, can we negotiate? And he just leaves.
Well, did you notice that the door is wide open during the sex scene? She has a roommate.
Yeah, kind of open door policy there.
Weird.
Is the roommate even home? Because didn't she say she had dinner with
supposed to be home,
dude?
Her roommate
with the brother
was just on the couch
well,
where they share a space, so you know.
Anastasia schedules a business meeting about the contract.
Stupid.
Wait a minute. That wasn't in the book.
Okay, so he comes mad because she said the whole joke.
He comes mad or he comes?
He arrives to her apartment mad because he didn't find it funny and she took it as a joke. She expected him to email her back and then be able to finish that conversation through the email. So in the book, he teases her and keeps asking how nice this is until she finally says it was just a joke. This is where she starts asking questions like being collared and asks if Mrs. Robinson collared him. And that's when he says she'll love that. And that's when Anna gets pissed that he can talk to somebody, but not her. He offers to talk to a previous sub, and she gets further pissed off. And she pretty much kicks him out, which is another first. She did write an email about her issues point by point. But also he, like in the movie, he just walks out without addressing the whole negotiation thing. Like to me, seeing him playing this character, he's just making Christian Grey come off as an asshole. Like he just walks away without even saying anything at all. Like that is not the Christian Grey in the book. He communicates and he kind of like over communicates, which is crazy because I don't know, like when you first start meeting people, like you talk, but I feel like the honesty that takes a little while to get there. And in the book, they're like both very honest with each other.
I want to say this for later, but I'll get deeper into it, I guess. But the character that Christian Grey is based on and the actor that portrayed the character that he's based on and later became a figure is what Christian Grey acts like in his movie. They're very similar.
Well, she scheduled this business meeting about the contract and shows up to the office in a nice dress. He tries to touch her, but she says, no, this is a business meeting.
This is so stupid. Like, why in the hell would he bring a submissive contract into his workplace? Like, this is incorrect completely. That's so stupid.
Well, she does something different to him.
Stupid.
But they go to this red tent room. I don't see how anyone could read anything in this room. But she goes over her do's and don'ts, and he even throws in a sweetener where he will go out one night a week on a date of her choosing, just like a normal couple. She agrees, signs a contract, closes it up, and Grey says he would like to fuck her on the table. But she says...
Remember, they crossed out a number of things.
Yep, they did. They did. What were some of those things?
The anal fisting.
Well, and also I think she crossed off the vaginal fisting too.
And she was like, wait, what are genital clamps?
Yeah.
Never
that off.
Cross that out too. And then right before the assistants come in, wait, what's a butt plug?
And that's when they
kind of got quiet.
Yeah.
I don't know. The scene just seems so awkward and weird. Like it just... I don't feel like the actors and actresses
scene in this movie is awkward.
Yes.
Well, she thanks him for the meeting, and he says, why do I feel like you're saying goodbye? And she says, because I'm leaving.
Wait a minute. That wasn't in the book.
Dude, I'm so glad you added this fucking button, dude. God dang it, man.
There's so much that's wrong with this.
Because it's pissing Sam off so much.
It is because it's so time consuming. It's like I have so much to say.
She's so ready. She's like, fucking wait.
I hate this fucking book or the movie. So the meeting was at the Heathman, which was the hotel, in a private dining room. Grey looks nervous till he sees her in the bar area. She points out that this contract is legally unenforceable. He says it doesn't matter if it's legal or not. It's just an arrangement. He does take out the email. They completely missed that in the movie because she wrote after he left like exactly what she's like wrong with the contract. They go through it step by step. She thinks she isn't so brave face to face. She's very shy. They have an honest convo in depth about what everything means. She will not have what she eats being controlled, so that's a walkaway item. He says he needs to know that she isn't hungry. That's when the waiter comes in and breaks the spell of them almost having sex in the dining room. But he's very upset about her car because he walks her out and he's just like, that is what you drive? So he was very like, let me know when you get home. She does get home, and this is the second or third time that she has cried because, again, she's very overwhelmed. She's confused. Like, she just wants hearts and flowers. She didn't think that, like, the first time that she gets in a relationship, it's going to be, like, this so complicated. And she just feels like a business deal and not that it's an actual, like, couple relationship.
Well, shit, she had a business deal. She had a business meeting. What the fuck did she expect?
Well, that was wrong in the fucking movie.
Well, we're at the graduation where we see Anastasia's dad, and Christian Grey is actually a speaker at the graduation. Christian asks her to consider it his way, and she says, okay. And he ends up meeting her dad. And then later on that night, they start trying out the dominant submissive thing where she rose.
Well, did you see that the
She rolls
photographer
her eyes at him.
came, like, at the graduation? The photographer came and, like, hey, Grey, can I, like, get a picture of this? And he was, like, in mid-conversation conversation with her dad. And he's just like, oh, excuse me, let me take this photo.
He pushes him away, the dad. He's like,
yeah.
Excuse us. Let me
yeah, like it was just...
picture. You stand over here.
It just seemed weird. That's also not how it happened in the book, but I'm not going into that. But yeah, it just, I don't know.
Well,
they're failing at like setting these
because
scenes.
he's the one that's like Gray and a friend. And it's like, yeah, they doing something.
yeah.
Well,
but he's never been seen with a female before. So, like, no one knows that he's not gay or, like, what he likes and doesn't like. Because he's never been photographed with anybody.
So he's just trying to, like, further that thing of, like...
He's trying to prove that Anna is different. Like, he's trying to prove that, like, he wants to be seen with her and things like that.
I'm talking about Julio.
You mean Jose?
Jose is like... is like, hey, my bad. God dang. I'm so racist. Sorry, guys.
Fucking Gonzalez over there.
So Jose is just like, Mr. Gray is gay, but this is his friend. Like, because the thing
That's
is...
not the photographer.
There's not? You just said it was a photographer.
So Jose... No. So Jose was the photographer when he took the pictures at the beginning of the movie for the article. This photographer at the grocery store, good Lord, graduation is just a random person.
I thought it was
not
him.
Jose.
Okay,
No. Completely random person.
Sorry.
Well, Gray presents her with a new car and the note that says, "Come on down, you got a new car."
Yay!
He spent 3 times as much as he would on a normal girl, and she seems like she's kind of into it. She thought that would lead to another fucking, but he left and said that I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, you missed the part that this was the first spanking.
Oh, is that what that's probably what I meant instead of 3 times. He spanked her 3 times. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he spanked her 3 times instead of...
Yeah, because she rolled her eyes at him, and he finds that disrespectful. So he's like, since we're kind of under talking about the contract, like, that's as a punishment. Like, you're being rude. You deserve spankings. Whatever.
And that's what she got.
Are y'all ready for this difference?
Nope, because she thought that would lead to another fucking, but he left and said, "I'll see you tomorrow." Her mom calls, and she kind of confides in her that it's kind of complicated, and her mom tells her that if you need me, you can just come out. I'll fly you out, and we can talk about it. Next day, her roommate...
Wait a minute, that wasn't in the book.
So he comes over the night of the graduation to talk over soft limits from the contract. He brings the wine over, gets some, like, he just wants to get her drunk because she's able to communicate a little bit more, gets past her shyness. He does give her the car, the red Audi. She's mad, especially when Gray mentioned buying her car to Ray. She says it's on a loan for now. They go inside to have sex. They do have the convo why he doesn't like being touched. He says he's 50 shades of fucked up. I had a very tough introduction to life. He does ask about her period, when it's due, and brings up Dr. Green to get like contraceptive sorted out because he hates wearing condoms. That's when she rolls her eyes at him when they were being playful. He finds that disrespectful, so he does 18 spanks in total. She feels confused. She doesn't like it mind-wise, but body-wise, she's turned on. They have sex again, and then that's when he leaves. She's upset, crying again while they have an email back and forth. And she says she doesn't like him, and it's because he never stays with her. That's when he comes back to her place, and Kate, the roommate, lets him have it, yelling at him, saying since she's met you, she only cries all the time, and says, "Gray, you're on my shit list." They talk some more after he gives her some cream on her booty and meds, and he stays the night with her, but keeps the shirt on. They completely butchered this scene, but do go on.
Wow.
This must have been something with the MPAA,
Yeah,
where we have 9 times less spanks.
But like, it's so weird. He just spanks her 3 times and leaves.
She needed
butt cream.
some cream.
Yes.
Some ointment.
Some butt cream.
Okay.
Well, the next day, her roommate seems kind of concerned that she was provided a car by Christian Grey. She tells her to take it at her own pace and that she has to go. So she reunites with Christian and he tells her that he wants to take her to the playroom. Even though she hasn't signed the contract, he starts giving her the experience of what it would be like if she did become one of his submissives. In this scene, I saw the top of of a dick. And it was unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Not happening.
Oh my goodness.
But you get all the boobs, all you want.
All the
Can't
boobs.
see a little
Listen
bit.
to this.
Everybody likes boobs.
According to Grizz, what boobs? What?
Yeah. After they're done, he carries her to her room, and I guess the next morning or later on, she comes down the stairs, and they dance romantically to some Frank Sinatra.
Well, did you notice that he braided her hair in the Red Room Pain? Did you pick up on that?
Nope. We go to the birthday dinner for Christian's sister, where she meets...
What's wrong with that?
He's gay. And what we meet Christian's
The reason why he
sister.
braids is to keep it out of things. Like, instead of getting caught and like if the hair's all the way down or whatever, it could get caught in things.
I know how to braid, but
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's a really fucked up reason why he braids, but do go on.
Well, we meet Christian's sister and his brother's there with the roommate as a date at the dinner table, and Anastasia mentions her going to see her parents, but she never told Christian about this, so he gets a little upset and excuses himself from dinner.
Well, did you notice that he was trying to touch her leg and she kind of like kept like stopping him?
because she knows what that's going to lead to. He's going to try to
But
pull some stuff.
in a dom sub type of relationship,
Bruh, come on.
he didn't like that. So that's also why he was getting mad too. But I don't know, the scene it wasn't a smooth, like he just gets up in the middle of dinner. Like, I don't know, it's fucking stupid. It's not how it happened.
I told Anna that I was going to give her a tour of the grounds.
But if you didn't read the book, did you guys catch that she's not wearing her underwear? Did you all pick up on that in the
we
movie?
could smell it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they have a discussion about what she can and can't do, and if she is his, but she wants more. She needs more. And later that night, Anastasia is sleeping. Christian decides it's confession time. And he says that when he was 4 years old, the mother that gave birth to him was a crack addict.
So she black.
Oh.
No, she's like,
And she ended up dying. That's kind of racist. And she ended up dying. And he only remembers certain things of her while Anastasia is knocked out hearing this. He asks her as she's waking up, "Do you really have to go to Georgia to see your parents?" And she says, "Yes, I do." And the next morning, whenever she flies out, she has been upgraded from coach to first class by Christian Grey. Baby.
Let's go.
my thing is like, why in the fuck would they make this scene? Does he never plan on telling her? Like, why would you talk to a sleeping fucking person? Like, that's so stupid.
Wait a minute, that wasn't in the book.
So they get home from the dinner. She tries to negotiate for information. She allows him to use these silver balls during a spanking session to get information later. So he gets what he wants. She can get the information that she wants. So after that sex session, he does tell her that the woman who brought him into this world was a crack whore. Anna said was, and he says she's dead. For how long? She died when I was 4. I don't really remember her. Carrick, which is his dad, has given me some details. I only remember certain things. The plane scene, she's upgraded at check-in, able to get a manicure, massage, champagne. She emails saying thank you, but she is salty that his stalking knows no bounds, so she pokes the bear by saying a very pleasant young man massaged my back to get a rise out of him. She does admit in an email that she feels uncomfortable with him spending money on her and makes her feel like she's being paid for sex.
So you telling me that the dad likes crack addicts? So he's back at it.
Like a crack addict.
Like a crack addict.
No, Carrick is the adopted dad.
Listen, whenever you're talking about the whole sleeping thing while he's talking to him, I have the perfect relationship with that because of Aerosmith. And it says I could stay awake just to hear you breathing.
Ooh.
Watch you smile while you are sleeping.
Oh my God.
While you're far away and dreaming.
Yes.
I could spend my life in sweet surrender.
They drink too much.
Well, she goes to see her parents, and her mom and her stepdad, I suppose, and she sees the love between them. And later that night, she's laying in bed, and I think she can hear them, getting it on.
At least giggling or something. I didn't have the thing turned up to hear what it was.
The alarm clock on her little nightstand was just like bumping. It was like, brr,
No, it was not. Quit playing.
brr, I almost fell off the damn thing.
No.
But she texts Christian, and he says, I'm having dinner with a friend, and tells her not to worry about it.
Dick move.
And he calls her, and she doesn't pick up.
Well, I mean,
because you know that it was Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah. Which.
Wait a minute. That wasn't in the book.
So she asks if it was Mrs. Robinson, but he doesn't respond until the next day. After he arrives to the hotel, it's for business and pleasure. He says, yes, I had dinner with Mrs. Robinson. She's just an old friend. This is when Anna is like 3 to 4 cosmos in, when she says she's not just an old friend. Has she found another adolescent boy to sink her teeth into? Did you get too old for her? Is that the reason your relationship finished? And that is when he responds, this is not something I wish to discuss per email. Like, how many drinks are you going to drink? So like, he communicates with her, but like, she's really starting to let him know how she feels about Mrs. Robinson, and pretty much thinking that she's a pedophile and she's fucked up.
Put the hanger on the stove. And she stuck it in real slow. Like,
Dang. God dang.
Burn. Dang.
Well, he calls again, and the mom says that he can wait. So she doesn't answer the phone again. So he ends up showing up, and Christian tells Anastasia that
No. She still checks the phone, and she's like, oh, I'm here in Georgia. And she's like, oh, Christian. It's Christian. She's like, what? He's here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like in Georgia. And then he walks up and he's like, oh, he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, God dang,
It
bro.
just
How much of a
Yep.
stalker do you need to be?
Well, Anastasia doesn't like it. And she says that
Awkward.
How good does vagina gotta be for you to just follow her around the world, bro?
Well, he says, I'm here, and that means something. So they go to this airport where he introduces Anastasia for the first time as his girlfriend to the co-pilot.
Hey.
They fly these tandem-like planes where one plane really pulls the other, and you get the feel of being a real pilot, I suppose.
It's like confused me. I've never seen that before.
It doesn't look like this. Dude, we're guys, and I feel like we have to like talk about this. That plane didn't have an engine
Because it's called gliding.
Yeah, it was like a glider.
No, like it had like a cable connected to the.
I know. So it was like the pilot plane was towing the
Correct.
other one.
The one that Anna and
Right.
Christian were in.
Yeah.
So
Something like that, yeah.
how honestly?
So once it gets to a certain
Listen,
altitude,
Sam, hold on.
the cord gets
We ain't
disconnected.
talking about fucking books right
We ain't
now.
talking about books. I'm mechanically, as a guy, trying to figure out how the fuck this thing works because he's doing barrel rolls and all this other shit, and he's going up and down. You can't do that. I feel like honestly, without an engine. Like like whenever he did the barrel roll, it was like
I'm not sure you need engine at that point.
And did he do a barrel roll or did he do a flip?
he did a barrel
Because
roll.
there's a difference between barrel roll and flip. As we know in Star Fox. If you do a barrel roll,
Ah, shit.
you just turn to the side. But a flip, you go front.
But he did
No,
tell him,
he
he said,
I think he did a barrel roll.
Okay, he did a barrel roll.
So it was like co-pilot.
Because you don't need an engine to do a barrel roll, as we know in Star Fox.
I think you just get enough lift.
It just seems like he went a little bit higher than
He
he
probably
normally would.
shouldn't.
I mean, it's like...
But it's also
Now,
a movie.
The loot, you might need an engine. But
Yeah,
barrel
that's what I
roll,
was Yeah. But, using momentum,
But still,
use the glide.
Still got a cable connected.
But they're also
Cable.
Well, they detach eventually.
This
super high up, too.
Well, he shows her his experience of gliding at very high altitudes. But I would say this wouldn't turn me on. I would be scared shitless. And when
Let me ask you this: you are gliding 30,000 feet in the air,
wow,
doing a barrel roll or fucking whatever, and she hops out, turns around, and puts it in her mouth. Are you still doing a barrel roll, or you just crashing that motherfucker?
if she hops out, she dead. Listen.
Did I say she hops up? She turns
Oh,
around.
my bad. Okay, she hopped up then. I don't know how she got in that front seat.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Hops up, turns around, puts it in her mouth.
Either
think-
way,
You still doing a barrel roll?
they're dead.
Yeah. Logistically wise, she wouldn't be able to.
but when they're done, she asks him, "Are you fighting the romance part?" he doesn't have time to answer when he gets an important phone call where he has to go back to Seattle. And on the way back home, she asks his limo driver,
which it was Taylor,
how does this... I don't know.
How is he? She said, how is he?
Yeah, yeah.
He said preoccupied at the moment. And she's like, oh no, or something like that. So she knows if he's preoccupied by something that he's not himself.
Wait a minute, that wasn't in the book.
So Gray talks with Carla for a bit. She invites him to dinner with them before she excuses herself to go to the bathroom again. Anna and Gray get into like a kind of like a mini argument. She admits that she thinks Mrs. Robinson is a child molester, and he doesn't agree. The mama comes back. Gray excuses himself, lets him know that their bill is to his room. Carla convinces Anna to go up and talk things through. She does. Gray believes that he would have ended up like his dead crack mother without Mrs. R seducing him and going down the path he went. He said it is very hard to live in a perfect family when he's not perfect. She stays the night, they get to know each other a lot better, and then he takes her gliding the next AM.
Well, they seem to have a debate on the phone, or Christian's having a debate with somebody on the phone. He seems a little aggravated. He tells Anna that he wants her in the playroom in 15 minutes. And what are the safe words? Red and yellow.
Did you get the feeling
and
that
he
when
tases her ass?
No, did you get the feeling that he had that like authoritative aura when he's yelling on the phone?
Yeah, I felt real scared.
It just, I don't know. I just feel like...
CEO, you gotta be kind of...
Yeah, but does he have that vibe of being CEO? Like I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like there's missing...
I'm just hearing the words, and he's like... What?
He's got...
No, you call me back an hour, and we're gonna figure this out. And then that's it. Like, that's all you gotta say, bro.
Sam Altman, Zuckerberg kind of vibe about him.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's not Elon or Bezos.
He tears that ass up, and I guess he gives her a great experience because he's playing the piano after they're done.
He's looking at it.
And I guess that's a release for him, is to play the piano after you're done.
No, it's because he can't fucking sleep. That's the whole purpose. Like, she's knocked out sleeping, and he can't sleep. So that's what, like, calms him down, but, like, that helps him get through the night, is playing the piano.
Well, she don't want none of that. She wants to interrupt him and talk to him, but I think he's, like, highly stressed right now.
As women do.
Doesn't really want to talk, and she asks, why do you want to punish me? Why do you want to hurt me? And he says, well, if I told you, you'd never look at me same way. And she says, why do you need to?
Yeah, why do you need to?
And he says it. I'm 50 shades of fucked up.
No. A little bit too late, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
And I thought we were going to get the 50 Shades of Grey here, where I could say, yup, he said it. He didn't say it, though. But she says the only way she can understand is to show me the worst. And he says, okay. He was ready for it. Okay. So he strips her naked and bends her over a table and starts to paddle that ass.
Let me
stop
here.
Belts.
I mean,
he says, I'm going to whip you 6 times.
So at this part in 50 Shades, I don't know the book.
And you're
Sam, shut up. Let me talk about this. Is that he's in the movie, he says, I'll hit you 6 times.
And you're going to count.
And you're going to count. Right? I feel like every single, because I'm 30, I'm almost 37. Every single millennial knows this feeling of you about to get your ass whooped with a belt. So deal with that shit, and then we're going to get through this because you did something fucked up, so we're going to whoop your ass. And then she does 6. I've gotten beaten more than I can count. For real. Honestly.
You can count, and then each time.
For real.
You know,
like,
you don't have
I got to count, and it has been up to like 25, 30, 40, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what I've done. This bitch can't get past 6 in the movie.
She's never been
whooped.
Punished.
Disciplined.
Like nothing. Probably not, like, timeout was probably her thing.
This is the end of the movie. So she's like, don't you ever do that to me again. Dude, I was fucking 11, 12, getting 30.
Well, why didn't you tell your parents not to touch you anymore?
Oh, yeah, okay. Like, that's going to go over good, motherfucker. They'll be like, Nigga, what day? I feel like every millennial knows this. And I feel like everybody in the movie theater was pissed off at this because there's probably more. Because you said the first one was 18.
Yeah, but this one was actually accurate. He did only belt her 6 times.
My fucking God. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's probably the only accurate thing in this movie.
Well, after she says, don't fucking touch me, and she gets upset, he tells her that this is what he does. I guess she really didn't understand it until she experienced it. And now she's upset and tells him to never come near her.
Dude, stop.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't in the book.
Yeah, Grizzly's experience was not in the book. Let me tell you.
Okay, so she wakes up with him playing the piano. They were being playful with each other. She wants to talk. He says the contract is moot, but the punishment part still stands. She wants to relook at the contract. They talk over it and get playful again, and she rolls her eyes. They start acting like they are going to chase each other, or like he chased her, but she admits that she feels about punishment, how he feels about being touched, and that horrifies him because like he does not want to be touched. So that's when she says, show me what it's like. So after he belts her, she pushes him away and says, don't touch me. This is what you really like me like this. You are one fucked up son of a bitch. And he is shocked. And he says, or she says, don't Anna me. You need to sort your shit out, Gray. And that's when she goes to her room, cries it out. He comes in, yada, yada, yada. The rest of the movie.
Wasn't that bad of a fucking whooping, though. That's crazy, bro.
That's all he's trying to say.
But she's never been punished, so
Well, after
technically
that-
for her, yes.
After that, he tries to comfort her later on, but she says, I need you to leave. She decides to leave herself, and she's getting on the elevator. He tries to approach her, but she says, stop. And no. And if this were Sean Connery, he wouldn't have stopped, but he says, Anna. She says, Christian. And the elevator door closes. Now she's riding home, and you get a glimpse of what all they've been through and what all they mean to each other. Well, the words go up on 50 Shades of Grey. And I felt like it would have just ended, should have just ended after the elevator. You know,
It was pointless.
It would have been a little better. We already seen all these scenes. It should have just cut to black and
Maybe it's just reminiscing on how much they were falling for each other, but yeah, I agree. 100%. That's stupid.
How was that ending though? Was that right out of the book?
It was okay. I mean, so he ended up coming in, bringing.
Wait a
Oh my gosh.
minute. That wasn't in the book.
It was not that serious to push that stupid button.
So what happened?
So, like, when he comes in, he brings her something to drink and brings her medicine to take to be able to relieve her aching butt. And they chalk it out. She does give back her phone that he gave her, the laptop, the car keys, says that she needs the money that Taylor got because Taylor sold the car, and he was able to give her a check, and she did go, like, the whole elevator scene was the same. This was a couple days, like it was on the weekend, so she just spent the weekend pretty much crying in bed. At this point, her roommate is in Barbados, so she has the apartment to herself. Just newly moved, so it doesn't feel like home, so she's just like all up in her feelings. Like, it was okay.
I like the elevator scene. I feel like that's 50 Shades of Grey's signature thing. Christian. Anna.
Yeah, that did already.
Elevator closed.
Yeah.
I do like that. But let's move on to our facts segment so people can learn a little something about 50 Shades of Grey they may have not known.
Extra, extra, hear all about it.
We got the facts.
All right, now start it off with the Hunnam heist. Lead quits. Just weeks before filming was set to begin, the original Christian Grey, Charlie Hunnam, Sons of Anarchy, abruptly dropped out. Officially, it was scheduling conflicts, but rumors swirl that he was overwhelmed by the intense media scrutiny and didn't feel a connection to the character. Universal Pictures was left in a total panic, forced to delay production and scramble for a replacement, eventually landing on Jamie Dornan.
Dakota Johnson's audition, she read scenes with multiple actors before Jamie Dornan was cast, including Aaron Taylor Johnson, was married to director Sam Taylor Johnson. Koala.
Oh, no, Atlas?
Atlas?
My bad, Sim.
He said he only had one, so I was just trying to
skip. Oh, I mean, kind of could be long-winded, but I'm not going to go through. It is a well-documented piece of pop culture history that 50 Shades of Grey actually began as Twilight fan fiction, originally titled Master of the Universe. The story featured Edward Cullen and Bella Swan before the author E.L. James changed the names and removed the supernatural elements and published it as original trilogy. Beyond their shared origin, the two series follow several strikingly similar narrative beats. Character archetypes, the ordinary protagonist, the brooding billionaire / vampire, the immediate obsession, plot parallels, the secretive world, the protective stalking dynamic, wealth and opulence, structural similarities, internal monologue, and the conflict of changing him.
I heard that, but I didn't pick it up.
Oh, Koala.
So I'm going to do kind of differences. So throughout the entire, no, I'm not touching the damn button every single time. Throughout the entire book, you get Anna's perspective, her inner dialogue from her subconscious, but also her inner goddess. So her subconscious, you constantly was like, this is fucked up, this is not right. But her inner goddess was like, let me at it. Like, I want to try all of the sexual things. Like, Panda?
The director versus the author. War. The most intense heat on set wasn't between actors. It was between the director Sam Taylor Johnson and the book's author E.L. James. James had been granted unprecedented control over the film, leading to daily screaming matches over every single line of dialogue and even the look of the Red Room. Taylor Johnson later admitted she would never return for the sequels, famously saying, "We would fight. I didn't want to go back. I'd rather go and do something else." Chris?
Which is crazy because it's so completely different from the book.
Christians singing. Jamie Dornan actually sings in the credits. He sings "I Put a Spell on You."
Did not know that.
Yeah, that classic song. Atlas?
Remote control cameras were utilized for a majority of the sex scenes, so the set could be more private for the actors. Though stunt coordinator Melissa ArmsThe said in an interview that in some of the wilder scenes, the 3 spankings, I don't know, the 2 lead actors had spent hours naked in front of a full crew.
That was crazy, right?
Koala.
Jose is the first person that she met when she got to the WSU college. Both of them were lost and lonely. They were really good friends. Ray, which is Anna's dad, and Jose Sr. was in the same army unit. And they were able to get reconnected through Anna and Jose being friends. She knows deep down that he wants more than being just friends, but she feels that he's just a brother. Anna?
Missing chemistry reshoots. After the first cut of the film was screened for executives, feedback was brutal. The chemistry between Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson reportedly felt flat. This triggered a series of emergency reshoots in Vancouver. Crew had to recreate scenes months after wrapping to try and manufacture the spark that fans expected, leading to late night sessions and a ballooning budget. Grizz?
And they still got this crappy ass movie with no fucking chemistry between them.
Anastasia Brown's contacts. So apparently Dakota Johnson, she has blue eyes, and you've seen it at the beginning of the movie. But as the movie goes on, she switches to brown contacts. Apparently in the book, I don't know if in the book she had brown eyes or something.
I don't remember. I thought she had blue eyes.
Anna Brown's eyes are blue. But then as the movie progresses, I've seen it, she has brown eyes. So she wore contacts. So I should hit this down.
It says blue. In the 50 Shades of Grey books, Anastasia Steele is described of having blue eyes. So I don't know why they would change her eye color
halfway
to
through the
brown.
movie, she has brown eyes.
Wow.
Weird.
You making up shit.
Powder blue or baby blue eyes.
Alice?
Nah, dang.
Sorry.
Cinematographer Seamus McGarvey. Boy, that's an Irish ass dude.
Dude, say it Irish.
Seamus McGarvey revealed that he and his team digitally added in shots of visible pubic hair. That scene you were talking about earlier.
I feel like...
Wait, so that wasn't his pubic hair and that was just like CGI'd in? I didn't they just put some fucking fake hair on it to save money?
Not real. Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan both wore sheer modesty patches, often used in sex scenes to cover themselves while shooting. Koala.
So I'll kind of add in the whole pubic hair. So in the contract, he takes the submissives to a beauty salon, gets fully waxed. Everything is like bare, but because she's a virgin, she had a bush. She had a bush up until the third book, because then they get married in the third book. But anyways, after they got married, she ended up shaving. That is when, but in the movie, it was like the second or third sex scene, she was bare already. So they didn't even fucking follow that.
I mean, I seen Bush whenever he was about to go down on her.
The first time.
But
No, not the first time. Whenever he was going down on her, I seen the bush.
What kind of writing is this?
And she was like, it's been a while.
It doesn't depend. Yeah, I mean, you know, but like
shaving bats and shit.
Virgin shave? Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Bush trimmer.
I guess she didn't want to shave. She just didn't need to, because she's never had, like, she's only ever been kissed.
Nobody's
so
been
she's
down
never,
there.
yeah.
This is the signifier, I guess.
Had caution tape on.
This is how you know.
Panda.
I'm telling the truth.
The screenwriter's exit. Before the cameras even rolled, the script was a revolving door. Academy Award nominee Kelly Marcel, from Saving Mr. Banks, wrote the original screenplay, which she described as a work of art. However, E.L. James reportedly hated the artistic liberties taken. By the time the film was released, Marcel refused to even watch it. Heartbroken that her lyrical script had been stripped down to stay closer to the book's literal prose. But
that's the whole fucking purpose.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Nobody cares about your opinion of somebody else's work. Yeah, like, nobody gives a fuck. We learned that during the Dragon Ball Evolution podcast. Like, we reviewed that movie. No one cares about your direction that you wanted to take this beloved franchise that people loved already. There was a reason they loved it. They don't want to see your version of it. Quit fucking doing that.
Never gonna stop though.
No.
Okay, so Dakota Johnson actually took a flogger, which is the thing that they beat the people with, right? That's having sex, and several pairs of underwear from the film set. She took the underwear, claiming that they were too comfortable to leave behind.
Wow.
Yeah. Atlas?
That's weird, but okay.
Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan filmed the scenes in the Red Room of Pain last week of production shootings. This way, they'll be more comfortable with each other since they had spent a lot more time together during the rest of the shoot. Koala.
Okay, so Jason Taylor, he is mid-30s. He's his driver. He's ex-Army. He's his right-hand man. Takes care of literally everything that is needing to be done. He's worked for him for 4 years. Welch is his security advisor that Anna always overhears many conversations throughout the book. Welch is how Christian Grey was able to essentially stalk phones and track her phones.
Yeah.
So he has someone in his employment to be able to do those things. Panda?
Protest and location lockouts. Filming in Vancouver wasn't exactly a warm welcome. The production faced constant public protest from groups claiming the film glamorized domestic abuse. This forced the crew to move locations frequently. At one point, they were even locked out of a filming location in a high-end neighborhood because the residents didn't want their street associated with the filthy reputation of the movie, causing further delays and logistical headaches for the production team. Chris?
The first time Anna is to see the Red Room of Pain is the first time actual actress Dakota Johnson seen it as well. The director Sam Taylor Johnson wanted her reaction to be genuine, so Jamie Dornan spent so much time in the Red Room. He wanted to be familiar with it, so whenever he introduced it to the lady Anna, who would be pretty comfortable in that room.
Okay.
Yeah, Atlas.
It seems like Jamie Dornan was in a contract himself, similar to in the movie. So here we have Jamie Dornan embarked on a very strict 3 hours a day workout routine as he was cast as Christian Grey. As soon as he was cast, Dornan had been an underwear model before and had always been in good shape, but he had to step it up as his character, Christian Grey, supposed to be the epitome of male beauty. Mm-hmm. I mean, he didn't really.
I mean, he's supposed to be drop dead
he's an underwear
sexy.
model, right?
Yeah, he wasn't no freaking, what's his name? Chris Hemsworth or nothing. It is Tom Cruise.
Charlie Hunnam.
Who was Chris Hemsworth in the last movie?
Anyway, so his diet, also the diet, his diet consisted of drinking protein shake 5 times a day.
Damn.
Including one every day at 4 a.m. He would get up in the middle of the night using an alarm clock and playing the piano. drink the protein shake and then go back to sleep. Dornan felt he did not need to get too big for the role, saying, Christian is not a monster, he's not a beast. He instead went for an extremely ripped appearance.
Then he didn't read the fucking book.
I didn't see that shit.
Ripped. And he had to maintain his six-pack abs throughout the shoot by doing hundreds of sit-ups and core exercises daily, something Dornan was not a big fan of. Who is?
Well,
as a man who has a six-pack, you feel that was clearly a joke.
Okay.
Don't laugh at me.
So there is a previous ex sub. Her name is Layla. She's mentioned after they went the gliding when Gray gets to pick Anna up to pick a song on his phone. Anna does pick a song. She picks Toxic by Britney Spears. It was actually Layla who put it on there. They broke up because she wanted more and he didn't, not until he met Anna. She was the situation why he had to return from Georgia. Layla ended up getting into the apartment and had almost a suicide attempt in front of his housekeeper, Mrs. Jones. But she becomes the main conflict throughout the second book. So the main person that's the issue in the second book, they didn't even fucking bring her up in this first book or the first movie to be able to set the scene for the second fucking movie. I don't even know.
Did you even see the second movie?
Years ago, and I only watched it once, and I'm not watching it again. So I don't even remember like how they even like set the scene up at the beginning.
You ain't gonna watch it till we do it on the
podcast. No. Hell no, I ain't never picking this movie again. Panda?
All right, I got 2 here because one of them is just a little extension on Atlas's there. The wildlife documentary technique. To make the intimate scenes feel less intrusive for the actors, the cinematographer Seamus McGarvey often stayed 20 feet away. He used remote-controlled cameras and long zoom lenses, the same tech used by wildlife photographers to film animals without spooking them. This allowed Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson to move naturally without a hairy old operator breathing down their necks. The big one, Robert Pattinson, was the first choice.
No, he was not.
Knew it.
The author E.L. James
Wait, are you being serious?
originally wanted Robert Pattinson to play Christian Grey.
No.
This makes sense since the book started as Twilight fan fiction. However, she eventually decided it would be too weird to cast a guy who inspired the character leading the production to look for fresh faces like Charlie Hunnam and later Jamie Dornan.
I seen that shit in the movie. How many frills? How many times I say that shit? Robert Pattinson, bro. Robert Pattinson. My God, bro.
That would have been way worse. I mean, like, this guy failed at Christian Grey, but fucking Robert Pattinson? Hell no.
All right, I'm going to go over 2 of them, and this is going to be my last one, okay? These are pretty decent ones. A-list celebrity Angelina Jolie was offered the chance to direct this movie, but she declined. And then my last one is, during the film in Vancouver, because we all know that it was made in Vancouver, several residents was upset over the commotion caused by the production. One man rang a cowbell out of his apartment window, ruining several shots until the producers came up with a agreement with him removing the rain machine, which apparently they needed a rain machine for this fucking movie for some reason, to another location. And I get that because, okay, I did a little research. This is off the books of like the normal way we do facts, right? I had to look this up. Regular mortgage in Vancouver, because apparently they have worse stock market problems than America does. So in Vancouver, mortgage downtown Vancouver is between $600,000 and $760,000. You know, with a 30-year mortgage, is between $4,500 and $6,500 a month. And so even if this is a mortgage, that's a lot of fucking money to pay for a mortgage, right?
Trying to see.
So I was like, okay, so let's see how much an apartment is going to be. So a studio is $2,000. One bedroom is $2,600. Two bedroom is $3,997. And then let's say that this guy's is in a luxurious spot, right? This is between $4,000 and $800.
Are you talking about Christian's penthouse?
Christian's penthouse.
Okay.
$4,800. Between that and $10,000 a month. A fucking month.
So in the book, it did say he makes $100,000. I don't remember if it's per minute or per hour. So like that's just paid off.
I know that. I know that. But let's say that you are a neighbor of somebody that's making this movie, and they're making so much noise, and they're making rain noises, and they're making fucking loud sex noises, and you're trying to ring that fucking cowbell, and you're paying $10,000 fucking dollars a month. Hell yeah, I'm ruining everything about this fucking movie, right?
But I feel like they would not be that loud, though.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
I'll have my final two here. Many people in the BDSM community consider this book offensive because it has dangerous behavior and does not fully follow the idea of safe, sane, and consensual. I feel this feeds into a negative stereotypes of the BDSM practice. And then last one is this movie is banned in Kenya.
Oh, dang.
Due to prolonged and explicit sexual scenes. Anyone who distributes or shows this movie is liable to prosecution.
Dang.
As they should be. To the country of Kenya. It's just couldn't agree more. Koala.
Okay, so I'm going to go over just a couple more people that they failed to mention in the movie. So Mrs. Jones, which is his housekeeper, elegant middle-aged woman, short blonde hair. Anna does question if he had any sexual relationships with her because all of his submissives or like all the women he surrounds in his life are blonde. Mr. Jack Hyde is a manager at Seattle Independent Publishing, SIP. Anna would be his secretary. Elizabeth Morgan is the head of HR at the company. Dr. Flynn is Christian Grey's therapist. It's his second opinion. He was also on vacation during most of the book, but he has been seeing him weekly for many years. Dr. Green, which is a tall, blonde, immaculate, early 40s, went to Christian Grey's place twice to sort out Anna's birth control so he could have sex with her without a condom.
Oh, he's just trying to bust some nut.
I'm gonna do two real quick. One kind of piggybacks off that CGI grooming. There's a famous scene where Christian visits Anna at the hardware store to buy some supplies, rope, tape, etc. During the subsequent intimate scenes, Dakota Johnson actually used a modesty patch, but the editors had to use CGI in post-production to add back certain realistic details like hair that were covered by the patch, ensuring the movie maintained its R-rating look while keeping the actors protected.
Okay, so this one's gonna be a little bit long because I'm going over the actual personalities of both of the characters. So Anna's personality and view of herself, she's very nervous, blushing, shy, anxious. She sees herself as a misfit, has some sass, but doesn't understand what Grey sees in her since he is dropped dead. Gorgeous. It's not until the end of the book and really the second book that she feels that she's learned more confidence in herself, and that's because Grey is instilling that confidence. Grey, he was born to a crack whore mother, and her pimp beat and burned Grey until he hit age 4. She ended up dying at home while Grey was with her, and it wasn't until 4 days later that the pimp came back and got the police involved. The pimp was not his dad. This is why he has issues with food, because he was starving during that 4-day time frame. He was adopted by the Garrick and his mama at age 4, then was seduced by the mother's friend at age 15. Could not bear to be touched all those years, and he was out of control, so she helped him gain control by being a sub and then turning him into a dominant. As an adult, he's extremely well in business, but emotionally and personally he never grew up, so So his emotions were very teenager-like a traumatized teenager. He craves control in all things. When meeting Anna and falling for him, he never had to have strong emotions like anger, jealousy. So when it comes to her, he's like all over the place. 50 Shades of Grey, all meaning like different emotions that he needs to work through and handle.
The persona audition. To find the perfect Anastasia Steele, the director didn't have actresses read from a script. Instead, she gave every woman who auditioned a 4-page monologue from the 1966 Ingmar Bergman film Persona. It's a heavy psychological piece of classic cinema. The director wanted to see if the actresses could handle deep emotional intensity before they ever stepped foot in the Red Room. Koala?
Anastasia had 2 interviews for 2 publishing houses, and due to Gray's stalking tendencies, she did not want to tell him so he doesn't influence any of the choices. She wanted to get the jobs on her own. She does get the job at SIP, and she starts working the Monday after they break up, which begins book 2. They did not set the scene for this because Jack Hyde, her manager, is a major part of the conflict for the 2nd and 3rd book because he ended up like sexually harassing all of his secretaries, and he was trying to do that with Anna, but with Christian being in her life, he ended up firing her or firing Jack Hyde because he ended up buying out her company.
Damn.
Yeah. So like it was a big ordeal, but again, they didn't set the scene to be able to do that for the 2nd and 3rd movie. Panda?
That's it for me.
I'll do this factual error. When Anna is talking to Christian on her cell at the bar and he hangs up on her, you hear a dial tone. A dial tone wouldn't be heard once a cellular call disconnects. Dial tones are only heard on landlines phones, and both of them were cell phones. Then I'll do this last continuity mistake. The morning after Christian brought a drunk Anna back to the hotel room, she's sitting in bed eating some breakfast. The piece of toast she is holding keeps changing shape, having 1 bite taken out of it, then 2, then 1 again in a different pattern. This is before Christian leans over and takes a bite just before he goes to the shower. All done.
Thank you for that, Koala. Thank you guys for your facts. Let's move on to our final thoughts. I thought 50 Shades of Grey was a good one.
No, you did not.
It was about a man who is unapologetically himself.
You lying.
He likes what he likes, and the girl that meets him, he likes. He wants something different. And he's not just, suddenly going to change who he is because of what he wants, but slowly gives away a little bit of what he is. And I think this story is very relatable. A lot of relationships, how guys and girls are, who they are. When they meet somebody, there's this give and take relationship. You give up a little bit of who you are, sacrifice a little bit about what you want and what pleases you, please your partner. I mean, just a little bit. Don't give up exactly who you are solely, but there's little things that you can do and that you can ignore to change about yourself to better yet please your partner. So I would say they did a good job on showing character that likes what he likes. He's trying to introduce this girl that he likes to what he likes.
Does that make it a good movie?
But she's not really into it. Now, I will say that it could have different skin and say the same message. Nonetheless, like a good watch.
Would watch this shit again?
No, but I'm just saying.
Then that would make it a good one.
I'm just saying it's a good one because of the message within.
But how is the actors, the chemistry?
Koala. You get into a relationship and you're just exactly the same person. Don't give up nothing.
But that doesn't make this fucking movie a good one.
That's exactly what happened in this movie. So I'm saying it's relatable. The actors did their jobs. It was good. You're comparing it to the book. No, that's all you do is compare it to the book. Just like
it's still trash.
If any, it doesn't matter if it's a award nominated. It doesn't matter if these actors get Oscars. It doesn't matter. Because if it was on a book and it didn't go like that, then that's the problem. Or even if it was the greatest movie of all time, but it starred Robert Pattinson, it wouldn't be a good movie to you because you're so biased. So, don't take your opinion on it. I thought this was a good one. Now, Koala,
if you smell,
would you allow someone to spank you 6 times as you count? Or would you say that 50 Shades of Grey
Wait.
was a good one?
And then would you say, you're not supposed to do that to me? We got whooped him for.
Well, if it's a billionaire and he's spending some money on me, I would have up to debate. I think 50 Shades of Grey is, I said a terrible one, but the structure is the worst one. I love the book series, and I have read this book yearly for many years, since 2013. I fell in love with the world that E.L. James has created, and the movie version is just not the same. I cannot stand when producers or directors or whoever picks up a book to a movie and they just don't follow the raw material. They had 514 pages worth of material that they just did not go off of. They did not pick good people to portray Anna and Gray. They messed up on major scenes to even the tiny details of the fact that Taylor gets Anna a blue shirt and in the movie it was a white shirt, and that she loves wearing Converse shoes, and she did not once wear Converse shoes in this movie. I think I didn't read the book, it wouldn't be as terrible. I do think it may have still been a bad one, since I just don't like movies with sex scenes. Like, I just think they're just awkward and cringy, where like you can tell the lining up of the bodies just doesn't add up. So like, I just don't really fuck with sex scenes with movies. But overall, I think they butchered this story by making it into a movie, and I would not recommend this movie nor watch it again. So yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Koala.
The worst one.
Grizz, if you were in a relationship with a billionaire, would you let him spank you 6 times, or would you say that 50 Shades of Grey is a good one?
I got
6 times wouldn't even face him.
7 times a Sunday. What's the saying? 6 times a Sunday or whatever it is.
You'll take it all.
Yeah, all that shit. Just buy me a fucking Chevelle and a Maserati and I'm good. You feel me? Honestly, I think this is an okay one. This kind of captures, like you said, what we want as men, right? We want what we want. And there's no substitution for what we want. And so if I want the virgin lady that's okay with doing this or that, that's what the hell I want. And no woman, no man, my mom, my dad can tell me what the hell I can do with this situation, right? It's cool, right? Because he wants somebody that he can solely just have sex with without nobody judging him. And there's an NDA, so nobody, like, she can't tell anybody else what's going on. It's great. I wish I can have that shit. Quote, what's his name? He's a comedian. He said, anybody, if you can quote this guy and put his name on here, that any woman seen my dick and met my mom deserves to die.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's a comedian. He's funny as shit. I forget his name, but he said, any woman that seen my dick and met my mom deserves to die. Something
He's just saying that because he just only has one night stands and doesn't have like legit relationships.
Just like, apparently, like, this woman cheated on him.
John Mulaney.
That's it. John Mulaney is funny as shit. I love him. Hey, Mulaney, I love you. But other than the shit that he's did, shut up, y'all. Come on, man. All right, this is an okay one. I've never read the books. Sorry, Sam. I've only seen this movie, but he wants what, like Brandon said, he wants what he wants, and you can't deny that as a guy, right?
Right. Right, man.
I can't be mad at him.
Oh, we appreciate it.
I like it.
Someone bought you a new car.
New car.
Would you let them spank you 6 times? Or would you say that 50 Shades of Grey is a good one?
Look here, man. I mean, a brand new Blazer EV SS or a Cadillac. The Cadillac call, man. The Cadillac EV that's out right now. And it's got a Cadillac Escalade EV. 6 spanks ain't not nothing, man. That's just a little...
Yeah, but that also
TikTok and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That also entails getting like sex after. By a dude.
That wasn't not in the question.
But I mean, like, that's how the movie goes.
The premise. That's not what we're talking about, though.
He spanks her and then he fucks her.
Cadillac opposite.
Hold on.
He spanks her, then he leaves on time.
Koala Sam, you are a billionaire.
That's true.
Billionaire. You meet Panda Brennan. He wants holographic Charizard, fucking 2002 back in the day, worth fucking $150,000. I don't even know how much that shit is. I don't fucking know. It's a level 10 PSA. He loves you, wants you. Everything is about you. You want to buy him something for his birthday. Would you give him that card? $150,000. And
I
you're
was
a
the
billionaire.
billionaire?
Yes.
Ain't nothing. That money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What point? What
You
is
shut
that
up.
point?
This is Atlas's turn. Atlas, tell us about the movie, man. God,
Sorry, right? Sorry. That's all I'm saying is that money's not an object when if you're in love with somebody and you want to give them something that you do not care about. Because you don't, I feel like you don't care about Pokemon, right?
I feel like it's Atlas' turn to tell us about this movie.
What's going on, man? What's up with that?
Look, I'm going to go down the list here.
All right.
This movie is absolutely not amazing. It's not pretty damn good. I would not watch it again for sure. Solid. There's many flaws. It is overall not a good film.
Oh.
Has no good moments.
Ain't none.
And it is overall forgettable.
Damn.
Remember them titties.
Okay. No, those forgettable. Especially according to Grizz. So, bad writing, bad acting. It led to the whole experience being a bore or something that I didn't make sense of. It is not recommendable. This is a bad one.
Ooh. But not the worst.
So I was a little more forgiving than Sam. Man. I don't read books. I read everything else but books.
I'm okay with that.
I read news. I read Wikipedia.
I'm okay with that.
Guides.
Yeah. I read instructions.
We appreciate that, Atlas.
Oh, then let me say this about Christian Grey. We've drawn the parallels between Christian Grey and Edward Cullen, portrayed by Robert Pattinson. Then we've explored who Christian Grey was in the book versus how he was in the movie. And it seems like Christian Grey that we got in this movie, Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne in the Batman.
Oh my God, dude.
Because he only has like maximum emotions. It's probably 1.5 in the Batman.
Didn't I say that?
And then this is Christian Grey in this film. He does not have this wide array of emotions and different. I had to hold it, but that was one of the facts that I thought everybody kind of knew it. But yeah, so I was just kind of like, yeah, it's interesting. And this is when did the Batman come out? Probably 21, 22.
Sound about right.
Good 7 years after this movie was released. That's interesting.
2015. So
interesting indeed.
Maybe Robert Pattinson drew a little bit of inspiration from Jamie Dornan.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I don't think Robert Pattinson has any sort of emotions in any of his movies.
Well,
especially
the last
Koala. So
last one he was good.
We gotta
last one
two emotions.
We gotta get a little grain of salt here.
Let's move on. Movie 20 questions. And hosted by yours truly. The interrogation.
Let's go, baby.
Doing year
2010 and 2020.
No.
Oh.
1990 to 2009.
Yes.
That's a lot of years. Do you want to do
We say animation.
You don't want to get the year down first?
Yeah, you gotta break that back down. It's still a 20-year experience.
Yeah. Do 1990 to 2000 because that'd be 10 years. Go with that?
Let's do it.
1990 to 2000.
No.
Okay. So 2001 to 2009 is the options. Okay. So 2001 to 2005? Okay.
Yes.
That wasn't the question. Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was the question.
It was.
I'm about to hit the fifth question. So 2001 to 2005. Do 2 year income?
Genre style?
Let's get the year down. 2001 to 2005.
Yeah.
2001 to 2005.
Wait, he said yes to that. That's what we have. He said yes to 2001.
I thought you said 2009. 2001 to 2005. No.
Okay. So 2001 to 2005, he said yes.
Okay.
So we got 2001, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Options.
Oh shit. 2004.
Do genre.
2004.
Genre and style of film now.
Freshman year.
You only want to do 1 year out of
Fuck
5?
you. 2004.
I think he's got a hunch.
Okay. 2004?
No.
Oh,
Fuck your
dang.
hunch.
Does not have a hunch.
That's 5.
God damn. Okay, 2003 and 2005. 2003 and 5.
No.
Okay, so it's either 2001 or 2002. 2001.
Yes.
So what genres are y'all thinking?
Animation.
Animation. Atlas, what you thinking?
Let's say animation and family together.
And then I'm gonna say horror. But animation, family, horror.
No.
That
So
leaves us with comedy,
action,
drama, and action.
fantasy too. I feel like you would do fantasy.
Comedy, drama.
I'm gonna add action because I feel like he would not do fantasy. Comedy, drama, action.
Yes.
Okay. What you thinking? Did ask 1, throw it down.
What number are we on?
We're about to hit number 10. So comedy, drama, action. 2001.
Comedy.
Comedy?
No.
Ooh.
That's 10.
So drama, action. I think drama and action are pretty similar. No? Okay.
Action and thriller is, but not
Oh, okay.
drama and action.
Just ask if it's action. Because
Unless
if
it's
it's
Man on
action,
Fire.
then it's an action movie.
No.
Okay, so drama. No. Okay.
A little bit
So-
of Cardi B. Like the drama.
Drama.
So I say Ben Stiller.
2001.
Ben Stiller wasn't doing drama in 01. He does drama now.
Did you?
He was doing a drama in 2001.
What drama?
Harbor.
Power.
Pearl
Ben
Harbor.
Stiller was in it?
Yes.
I remember him in that movie. If you say so.
Pearl Harbor.
You got the power with the internet.
Ooh.
Jim Carrey.
Miles.
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor was Ben Stiller.
Hey, man, are you talking about the spoof of Pearl Harbor or something?
Yeah,
The
Tropic
Majestic.
Ooh.
The Majestic was Jim Carrey.
His first drama was the number 23.
It might have been.
Bruh. Pearl
Along
Harbor?
came a spider.
Pearl Harbor? Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Bro, you said Ben.
Sorry. Very good. Dang. Sorry.
God, dog.
Fuck y'all.
That's why I was so fucking confused.
Man.
Yeah,
Whatever. Ask the questions, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of Ben Stiller, father-in-law coming soon. Hitters. I don't know when. I haven't watched the trailer yet.
What about Monsters Ball?
Fucking
He likes
Dommy Darko.
he likes Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Monsters Ball.
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Do a couple more. None of these movies I'm like he would pick.
What about Training Day? That's a drama. It's
Denzel. And,
Denzel Washington.
What's the guy that played the trainee? Like I should know his name. Christian something.
Knight's Tale.
No.
Heath Ledger.
And Hawk.
That's him.
Write that down. Ethan Hawke?
Ethan Hawke.
Okay, I got several. Ben Affleck, Halle Berry, Denzel Washington, Heath Ledger, Ethan Hawke.
No.
Yeah, okay. I hit the 13th question.
What about Baby Boy? It's Snoop Dogg and Tyrell Williams. Tyrell? Name.
Who?
The singer.
Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Tyrese's full name.
Nigga, man.
And Williams.
Russell Crowe. He was in Beautiful Mind.
Yep.
I feel like none of these.
Jack Black.
They play.
Shallow Hal.
Probably do a couple more since.
What
there's so
about
many.
Danny Darko?
That's what I was thinking.
Y'all did that review earlier.
Jake
Fucking
Gyllenhaal.
horrible movie. Yeah, Jake. Do you want to? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 actors. Do you want to do a couple more since there's so many? I'll just stick one with those 4.
Keanu Reeves.
Do those 4, I think.
Yarno. I said that terrible.
Oh my god.
Reeves.
All right, let's go. Do those.
Snoop Dogg, Russell Crowe, Jack Black, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
Was it Gyllenhaal? Gyllenhaal and Keanu Reeves.
No.
Damn.
God.
Let me see who's in.
I'm just gonna go down the list. Vito, Dakota Fanning,
Anthony Hopkins.
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 Wait, what number are we on?
About to hit number 14. We already did Pearl Harbor with Ben Affleck. Carrey, you said The Majestic, but I didn't write that down. I'll write Jim Carrey down.
What about Tom Hardy?
I have several, so let me do this one. Dakota Fanning.
Hold on.
You want to add one?
Yep.
Eric Banner.
Eric.
Orlando Bloom.
Rick Banner.
Banner.
Banner. And Orlando Bloom. Dakota Fanning. Anthony Hopkins. Kevin Kline. Jim Carrey, Tom Hardy, Eric Bana, and Orlando Bloom.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we hit it.
I think it's
Wait.
Jim Carrey.
What? 15?
But this is gonna be the 15th question. So we gotta figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Director?
6, 7. 7 actors.
I think me and Grizz got it. Director?
Thinking it is.
It's directed by Ridley Scott. Asking.
What's this?
The Asker. Write it down yet?
Anyone can ask.
Yeah.
No.
What movie? Thinking.
Can I say it? Would that be the answer?
No. You
you're
can
just
tell.
talking
If you
amongst
can, yeah,
yourselves.
you can tell.
Black Hawk Down.
Hawk Down, yep. I was thinking
What is
Ethan
it?
Hawke.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Movie.
Not Ethan Hawke. He's not in it.
Bro, what movie?
So mine's Tom Hardy. That's what I think it is.
Tom Hardy, Orlando Bloom, Eric Bana are all in Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down. Okay.
Dude, Tom Hardy and Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke
No, not
wasn't
Ethan
in. I said Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, so Ethan Hawke was not in Black Hawk
Ethan Hawke
Down.
was Training Day.
Ethan Hawke was Training Day, yes. So
And I didn't ask.
Black Hawk Down or
You said Tom Hardy, Eric Bana, and Orlando Bloom were in the same movies? Okay. So, I'm going to ask Hardy, Jim Carrey. I wrote Kevin. You said Anthony Hopkins, didn't you? Or Grizz?
Thank you.
But he knows where he's at.
I kind of want to ask about Tom Hardy and Jim Carrey. If it's a yes, then it's between the two movies.
let's do Ethan Hawke.
We already know what it is. Okay. Ethan Hawke was a no because we have a yes on Dakota Fanning, Anthony Hopkins, Kevin Kline, Jim Carrey, and Tom Hardy. One of these actors is in the movie that he picked. That you thinking
Okay, sorry.
is not
Say it again.
Dakota Fanning, Anthony Hopkins, Kevin Kline, Jim Carrey, Tom Hardy.
Jim Carrey, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Okay. Carrey, Tom Hardy.
Oh, that's 15.
Oh, shit.
Those 3.
Okay, Dakota Fanning, which Dakota Fanning was in I Am Sam. You said Anthony Hopkins, I think, Grizz. Kevin Kline
I think I said it.
was as Life as a House. What movie was Anthony Hopkins in? I think he said Anthony Hopkins. You okay right now?
Oh man,
He's too far gone. Do you know where Anthony Hopkins movie came from?
that would probably be like Hannibal.
I fucking hate. Okay, let's find Anthony Hopkins.
But I'm not sure that's a year. It's either Hannibal or Red
Hearts
Dragon.
in Atlantis.
Wait, what?
Hearts in Atlantis.
That's Anthony Hopkins movie, 2002.
2001.
2001.
Did we get the year yet?
Looking at I've been looking at the wrong fucking year. God damn it.
The year you have gotten down, it is 2001.
God damn it.
What year? What are you talking about? What year were you on?
Fucking 2002.
Oh,
Fucking gay.
The year is 2001. And the actors got a yes on. She didn't tell you all of them.
What do you mean I didn't tell him all of them?
You said Anthony Hopkins, right?
Yeah. Dakota Fanning, Anthony Hopkins, Kevin Kline, Jim Carrey, Tom Hardy, Eric
yes,
Bana, Orlando Bloom. Those were all yeses. But since these 3 were in the movie that you were talking about, I marked those 2 off because, I mean, like, they're in the same fucking movie. Then we asked about Tom Hardy and Jim Carrey, and that was a no. So what's left is Dakota Fanning, Anthony Hopkins, and Kevin Kline. My dumbass did the wrong 2000, like, the year. Mine was Dakota Fanning and Kevin Kline. So whatever Anthony Hopkins movie, 2001, that has to be it. Man, I cannot believe I fucked that up. It was a movie
Talking
for...
about 2 different films. Anthony Hopkins was in Hannibal. Dakota Fanning was in I Am Sam.
But I Am Sam was in 2002. The
No,
movie...
it was 2001. And Anthony Hopkins is not in.
See, the year before, Anthony Hopkins was in Hearts in Atlantis.
Ain't nobody ever seen it. Never heard of it
Dakota
before.
Fanning.
Maybe he did.
Especially Brandon.
Maybe
Heard no Hearts
he
in Atlantis, man.
did. Knock off the two names you said. We said.
I was laughing because I think he.
Whichever one he said yes in. Knock off
He
two
knows why I was
movies.
laughing, man.
Yeah.
It's a
So, which ones did he say yes to?
popular line from Tropic Thunder, man. And then this movie.
It's not.
This is
It's
white
not.
dick.
It's not comedy.
No, it's drama. So we're back to Dakota Fanning, Anthony Hopkins, Kevin Kline, Jim Carrey, and Tom Hardy. Said no to Tom Hardy and Jim Carrey.
Add
So now
Sean Penn and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Sean Penn, Michelle Pfeiffer.
No.
Dakota Fanning was in.
Okay, well.
What was that damn movie?
I am Sam, I think.
What was that movie?
Pfeiffer.
Denzel Washington.
Carrey said no to Jim.
Oh, we did? Damn, what was that damn movie?
The Village. No, I don't know.
May I ask, since we have 3 actors that he said yes to, 2 of those, he says no. Okay. Dakota Fanning, Kevin Kline.
No.
Okay. Anthony Hopkins. This is the 2001 drama Anthony Hopkins.
Hannibal.
But there's another one.
Hearts in Atlantis.
Yeah, that one. Is Hannibal a drama?
The horror, ain't it? Thriller? Horror?
Thriller.
Oh, well, we have
But
drama.
it can always be more than one, so.
Hannibal.
Not the same year.
Oh, well, no. Hannibal is a psychological drama.
Yeah, I never
Anthony Hopkins.
heard of or seen Hearts in Atlantis
Yeah, I'd say.
until we just said
Well, let's ask what rating is Hearts in whatever it is. Hearts in Atlantis? Because Hannibal's rated R. Hearts in Atlantis rating.
Hearts in Atlantis is.
Or I could ask about the director. Ridley Scott is Hannibal. What's the director of Hearts?
Yeah, we could have narrowed it down because it
Yeah,
was.
Sam, come on.
That was one of the questions I proposed.
Yeah, but we already had the yeses for the actors. That point.
That
Stephen
would have been
King.
2 movies.
Stephen King is the director.
But Hearts in Atlantis? He's involved. I don't know what he directed it.
It's what my thumb is.
Directed by Scott Hicks.
It's a Stephen
Oh,
King
shit.
adaptation.
Oh my god.
Adaptation. Sorry, adaptation.
Okay. Okay. Is the director Ridley Scott?
No.
Is the
Director.
director Scott Hicks.
No.
Oh.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's not
Last
Anthony
question.
Hopkins.
He said yes.
Yes to.
Let's go back. Dakota Fanning, Anthony Hopkins, Kevin Kline, Jim Carrey, Tom Hardy, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom. You said
So
yes.
do Eric Bana.
Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom, and Tom Hardy was in the exact same movies. So I canceled them out because they were in the same movies.
He said no to Tom Hardy.
And he said no to Tom Hardy and Jim Carrey. So that's why I took Eric Bana and Orlando Bloom out, because it was in the exact same movie as Tom Hardy. So what's left was Dakota Fanning, Anthony Hopkins, Kevin Kline. About Dakota Fanning and Kevin Kline, he said no. So the only one that is left is Anthony Hopkins that he said yes to.
He tricking us, bro, with something.
Yeah, hold on.
Or he not fucking understand. We got one question left.
And a guess.
I guess. It's not Hannibal and it's not apparently any fucking Anthony Hopkins.
So can we ask the same questions again? I'm just trying to figure it out, bro. Because I would ask, we might fuck this up. Is this the Anthony Hopkins movie? The only question I would have to ask.
We already did the directors for the only Anthony Hopkins movies in 2001. Said no to both of those. Can't be Anthony Hopkins unless there's another 2001 Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, 2001 Anthony Hopkins film was in Hearts in Atlantis and Hannibal. Went off the directors and he said no to both of those.
He said no to Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott and then...
Oh, to Scott Hicks.
Yeah.
So it can't be Anthony Hopkins because that's the only 2 movies he did in 2001. So it's got to be no to Dakota Fanning.
One last question. Yes. So some way, somehow, actors in that group got fucked up. And it might have been me fucking canceling out Eric Bana or Orlando Bloom. But what other movies is Eric Bana and Orlando Bloom in 2001 that's not Black Hawk Down? Because were in the movie with Tom Hardy. The movies those two people are in 2001.
Eric Bana.
Yeah, Eric Bana 2001. But it looks like he's only in Black Hawk Down, which I'm not.
Well, he was in Hulk, right?
I'm not seeing Tom Hardy
It was like
in Black Hawk Down.
2003.
What was Tom Hardy in?
He was also in Black Hawk Down.
Sure.
That was his breakout role. Probably like a lesser known. He wasn't.
Several Toms, but I'm not that
It's
one.
Thomas Hardy.
What Orlando Bloom?
It'd be one of
So
yours.
Black Hawk Down and The Lord of the Rings, but is that considered a drama?
Definitely fantasy.
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Lord of the Rings. Hold on.
Want to ask if he's an elf?
Is Frodo Baggins in this movie?
Question?
That
Yes.
question? Last question, so fuck it.
Yes.
Yay!
Okay. Fucking Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes, it is. Y'all
Gosh,
got
that
it.
drama B.
Bro, that's what it says, bro. I'm
That's
just
not-
going by what it says.
Drama,
That
man.
is a fucking fantasy.
Let's go, baby!
So the main categories for this movie are adventure, drama, fantasy.
That's not what I pulled up, but okay.
All the other subcategories are action epic, adventure epic, dark fantasy epic, quest, sword and sorcery, adventure, drama, fantasy.
It's just straight up.
But yeah, Koala almost messed y'all up by canceling out Orlando Bloom whenever she canceled out whatever other actress. So she almost ruined it for y'all, but y'all end up getting it at the end. 2001's The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Way too fucking long.
I almost got all the figurines for Funko Pops, too.
Be on the lookout, guys, for our next movie, Dawn of the Dead.
Boom.
The remake, that is, not the,
What?
not the original. Ain't there like an original?
I don't know.
Okay,
Dawn of the-
one.
I thought there
Oh,
was
you
only
talking about
one,
like
too.
the early like 1900s one, or?
Yeah, I
It
thought
says
there was one in like the
2004.
60s or something.
Nah, we talking about the
Oh,
fucking-
okay.
the one that we know.
Yeah, that's a good one.
millennials know.
But yeah.
2004?
Yeah, that's the 2004 one with Ving Rhames. Be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for me getting over this coffee. If you want to make a suggestion for other movies or as review, or for Movies 20 Questions, just email us at werealreels@gmail.com, comment on YouTube, and make sure to give us a like and subscribe. Alice, where can they find you at on the socials?
Mr. Must Be Better Be Nice on Instagram and YouTube.
That's true.
Me.
Grizz,
Don't let your band get AIDS.
keep on reeling.